Good morning, and welcome back to Rise and Shine College Football. I'm your host, Jason Watkins, here with my Monday co-hosts from the Gridiron Insight, Mr. Marcus Dent, and of course, my longtime partner on Mondays. Horns down, everybody. Throw them down. But we got Big Mike Boganowski. What's up, guys? How you doing this morning?
What up? Man, what's going on, bro?
Good to see you guys, man. Good to see you guys. Glad to see everybody good to go. Here goes Shelby. She said the champs are here. Champs are here. This is a Georgia Bulldog right there. The SEC champs are here. Welcome into the show, First Lady. Good to see you. Brandon, KJ Goated, Pula. What's up, guys? Good to see everybody in here. Welcome into the show. Got lots to talk about this Monday morning. Hey, man, Big Marcus, you've been busting that ass all weekend, huh?
Man, I'm telling you what, I'm glad that's over with, bro. Just got it moved in and everything, man. Last year in January was just, hey, who was that?
Cam Coleman.
Deuces.
We need that.
Oh, that hurt right there, bro.
Come on.
I know that hurt them, bro.
And started off the show with some fire.
Ooh, fire. Cam Coleman in the portal. Hey, check it out. Coach Royball's in the house. Coach, if you're not busy, I can send you a link, man. You're welcome to pop in. We're going to talk some portal stuff. We're going to talk some of this, what I think is some ridiculousness in what they did with this college football playoff selection. Look, this cannibalism stuff that they're going to get on them about this cannibalism. There's no way that you can tell me that SMU belongs in the damn field and Alabama don't. They're going to mess around. They're going to mess around and watch these guys decide, you know what, we're not going to go to – not only are we not going to 9, but how about we play 6? So
it's going to be – I mean, man, you go to 9, we already beating each other up right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't see us going to 9.
I tend to not believe that they're going to either. And it seems strange that Oregon has a tougher path as the number 1 team, and Texas at 5 much easier. Shocker. That should shock you a lot, Jen. Let me tell you why that's going down. Yeah, look, some wild stuff going on. More participation spots, and that's exactly it right there. I tell you what they did. What they did was they didn't make it easier for somebody else to win the Natty. They just made it easier on the SEC teams that are left in the field to not have, there's only going to be a couple of teams. I think that Oregon and Notre Dame are the 2 best teams up right now. I think that they're the 2 best teams. But then what?
Dude, I feel like these dudes that are in the CFP have never made a bracket or a tournament in their life. Like these, dude, I've played in youth basketball tournaments.
Right.
Brackets that make more sense. Like this, I just can't wrap my head around it, dude. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Man, I ran a youth football league for years, man. That's
what I'm saying. It's
had a better system than what they have right now. There's no way in the hell you're gonna tell me Alabama doesn't deserve to be in.
I mean, I feel like I can make a case.
Oh, hell yeah.
But that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the number 1 seed
having it harder than the Let me pull that up here. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, and here's the deal too. Like they need to do away with the automatic bids. Like if you win your conference title, if you win your conference championship, like you get in, but like then you get seated appropriately.
Automatic placement is what I don't like, right?
Yeah.
Automatic placement is what's not good about that. And I'll tell you what, actually, their loss to Vandy really hurt them. But here's the thing. When you
and Oklahoma,
it did. But let me just tell you something here. Let me show you something. I've been regurgitating this shit all weekend, so I'll just continue with it. Here's what SMU did. They had the 75th ranked strength of schedule in the country. 75th. Alabama's was around 30. 30. Okay.
Yeah.
The best.
So now you just you're getting away from that. You know.
Well, it's not. That's not what it says in their bylaws.
I know it. That's what I'm saying.
So we'll just say this: best win. And look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm an Alabama fan. What I'm going to tell you is that the SEC is the toughest conference, and there's no two ways around it. And if you're going to sit here and you talk all this trash about them playing the FCS teams at the end of the year, kind of stuff, right before they play their rival games and all that kind of stuff, but look, the best win for me is a toss-up for SMU. It's either Louisville, Pitt, or Duke. Duke is 9-3. Pitt and Louisville were both 8-4. Okay, their best, and so what we end up doing is they're actually looking at what's your best losses and worst losses more than they're looking at your wins, because they don't have a good win, but they've got losses to Clemson. The only really good teams that they played were BYU and Clemson,
right?
And they lost both games. I'm not going to tell you that I don't think SMU is pretty good. They ain't good enough. And I'll tell you another thing. If they had decided to go with Miami, let's say they decided to go with Miami, their best win is Florida, Louisville, or Duke.
Yeah. Oh, it's a shit show, bro.
They don't have neither one of them have a top 25 win. Alabama, meanwhile, a win over number 5 Georgia. 41-34, a win over number 14 South Carolina that nobody wants to talk about. 27-25, a win over number 19 Missouri, 34-0. A win on the road over 8-4 LSU, 42-13. That's 4 quality wins, 4 more than either one of those other teams in the ACC got. I'm sorry that you gagged that away. But to me, if you're a mid-level team, they kept talking about that. And I want to hear what you guys think about this. They kept talking about that strength of schedule, number one, but then they were like, well, if you make the conference championship, we don't want you to be punished for making your conference championship. Thanks to Lane Kiffin, by the way. Here's the thing. It's one thing if you're an SEC team and you make the SEC championship game, you're going to have somebody's taking a loss there. It shouldn't hurt the best conference in the country. But if you're a mid-level program like SMU that hasn't played anybody all year, it's not hurting you. It's your chance to play yourself in.
Yeah. Well, they said I feel like they already jagged that off last year with the SEC. Like, I was totally against that last year too when it happened to Georgia. Like that. I mean, but
everybody's complaining about Florida State, but Georgia got jacked.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that pissed me off the most about it is TCU. The year before, lost in a lesser conference, the Big 12 championship, and it didn't affect him. But all of a sudden, Georgia loses in the SEC championship, and they drop all the way to like 6. Like, come on, man, come on. Like, their rules and all their explanations don't mean shit to me.
They had to make sure they put Texas in because they beat Alabama early in the year. But now this year, they were acting like that game didn't matter between South Carolina and Alabama, and like Ole Miss and Alabama. South Carolina fans, they don't want you to talk about those ones. They want you to talk about the losses to Vandy and the losses to Oklahoma, or the Kentucky game. Well, we beat Kentucky.
These dudes keep moving the goalposts, bro. Right. Like these dudes just keep moving the goalposts, and week to week it doesn't matter. Like it seems to me like the regular season rankings and like when they start doing the CFP projections or the CFP rankings, like that shit doesn't matter. And then all of a sudden, when it comes time for the final ones, there's like different standards and like different ways, and they like get more serious with it. Like make it the same through the whole process. Not all of a sudden when it's like the final one, like they just rank people during the regular season to like appease them and like make fan bases happy. And then all of a sudden, here comes the college football playoffs, and we're gonna be serious about it now and actually rank. It just doesn't make sense to me. I can't pin it down.
Mike, this is what I'm shocked about the most. I'm shocked that they did not put Alabama in.
Me too.
Number one ratings. I'm ratings. So, that's one thing that I can say that, okay, they're trying to clean some of that part of it up. But let's go back to what Jason was talking about. When it comes to strength of schedule, there's no comparison. So you don't, that's the number one thing on your list. And you done scratched it. So You stress number one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Stress the number one thing on your list. You done stressed it out. So now where do you go?
Yeah.
You don't have no damn where to go.
No. And that's what I'm saying. You know, we're worried about we're actually literally having conversations about losses that you had, the best losses that you had, rather than the best wins that you had. And it, to me, I don't even understand where this comes from. Who gives a shit that you lost 2 close games? You lost a BYU game. Okay, BYU was good, but they're number 18. That's the best loss you got. And until you get the Clemson loss, and Clemson just got beat the week before and wasn't thinking that they were going to get in.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy talk. It's just crazy talk. Hey, thank you, Neilio, for the super chat. Hey, let's have a great day. Hey, Jason, Big Mike, and Coach Dent, and everyone out there. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Sorry, I don't feel bad for bad. Of course you don't, Florida fan. I get it. That's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. And you know that's not what we're talking about, Professor. Come on, man. Come on. That's not what I'm saying. You don't lose to teams you shouldn't lose to in Vandy and I. Bull crap. Because, hey, wait a minute. Professor, you were one of the ones that told me every week in the SEC you could get beat. Every week in the SEC you can get beat. You can't afford to slip. You can't afford to slip. The bottom line is there's a difference here. So SMU has 0 top 25 wins. Alabama has 3 of them, and they went to LSU and won 43-17.
Exactly.
You're gonna tell me
you think SMU could go to Death Valley and win? Hell no.
Nope. Would they beat LSU or Alabama at home even?
No. Neither one.
So come on.
Neither one. If the odds make if Vegas had to put a line on either one of those games, it would be a 14-point deficit at a minimum. At a minimum.
Oh, here we go for this simping for Bama shit. You guys are not paying attention. You're not paying attention. You're not paying attention.
That's hilarious. I heard that shit in a long time.
I got Oklahoma across my chest here, and people were talking about I'm simping for Bama. Shut up.
Man, that's crazy.
That's funny. That was quality, Tyler. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I heard that in a long time, bro. I ain't used it in a long. I'm about to bring that back in the vocab.
Man, look, the thing about it is, guys, I think they're trying too hard. I really think they're trying too hard to be perfect, and you really can't do that.
This is a stupid thing too, Chrissy. You got to think about what you're talking about. Just because you lose the games, those bottom feeders are both
bottom feeder, bro.
First of all, they're both in bowl games, and you probably couldn't beat them at CU. Mr. CU fan here that's all pumped up about freaking them doing so well in the freaking Big 12. You didn't win the Big 12 either, so don't get into going too crazy. Yeah. But that's BS, because here's the thing. If you're in a mid-conference like the ACC, which it is a mid-conference, you can't tell me that that is a play-in game for you, especially whenever you're up against Clemson. You got to win that game because Clemson's already lost 3.
Right. He said he's a Penn State fan.
No, he's not. He's lying through his damn teeth. He's lying through his damn teeth. He acts like I don't.
Hey, the chat is on one today.
He's on one.
Yeah, early.
Yeah, I'm a Penn State fan, clown.
That's funny.
That's off the chain. So let me ask you this. Bama not getting in. Bama goes play. I don't know what bowl they're playing in. And you're probably going to have a bunch of guys from Alabama opt out. Of course, a lot of schools are. First thing they're going to say, well, see, I told you. Man, I don't even want to hear that.
They better not opt out. They need some get back from last year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do like Coach Prime. I ain't got a problem with him. But don't sit here and act like it was the best team in the country, because we know better.
Oh, yeah. No.
Because we know better.
No. They don't have the horses to up front and on their D line to survive in the SEC.
Did Colorado play Arizona State this year?
Did they? I believe they did. Yeah. I believe they did. I don't know if they. Man, let me see.
I think
Colorado
Arizona State beat them.
Oh yeah. Hey man, when I talk about Arizona State, bro, why have I not heard about that running back they got,
bro?
He the truth, man.
That dude.
What the hell have I been?
I don't think they did play him. Actually, no, they didn't. They played Arizona.
Yeah, they that's probably best, man, because that dude.
Yeah.
That
he
dude
almost got him last year. He almost got him last year when they weren't good. Dude, that was their last win, I believe, last year. The only one that they got.
Did that? So like he scored that. He struck the Heisman pose. And I'm like, who is this guy?
Bro, we don't care if you have a separate opinion, bro. We're just telling you, you better come with a real argument other than stupid stuff, and you know better than that. Come on now. Strength of schedule has to matter. Because
what dumb is it?
here's what's going to happen. Man. You guys are talking all this shit. All you people that are saying all this shit about Alabama and the strength of schedule is way above anybody else's. Let's just talk SMU now. You want to stick with SMU? This is where we got to do it. Bottom line is their strength of schedule, SMU 75th in the country. Indiana's 105th in the country. Alabama's 30th. According to the CFP, the one that I see that I always look at, they've got them like number 3 in the country. Whenever you go, if you don't make it matter, here's what's going to happen: the SEC is going to make a decision to, you know what, we're going to play 6 games. We're going to play our rivals, and then we're going to play 3 other games that we're going to rotate every year, and then the rest of the 6 we're going to come play it against you sons of bitches.
Yep. They can do that or go back to the East and West.
That's right. They're gonna do that, and they're gonna be like, and we're not gonna. Not only are we not going to 9 games in our conference, we're gonna come play y'all.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it, then we're not gonna let you in the playoff because we run the playoff. Just so you know, they will do it because guess what? The Big 12 could have easily been, or the Big 10 could have easily been. They were smarter. I will say this. What the hell's the matter with Sankey that he made sure that all his best teams were beating each other up all year?
They done that, bro. Me and Big Mike talked about that, man. You just look at the schedule, man, it's murderer's row, bro. I mean, you look at, man, just take our schedule, for instance, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Every dude, what?
Not every.
6 top 25, every one of the good teams except for Georgia in that league.
Yeah, we end up having to deal with.
Yeah,
which is cool. Which is cool with me.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that
because it's gonna make us better. Right now, where we're sitting at right now, we understand where we are.
So what does that mean? That and 50 cents will get you not even a Coke anymore. Brother, come on. Who cares about being the hottest team? They lost games on the field to Ole Miss and Alabama. They were never getting in. Never getting in. You have to win those games. Imagine having 4 home games that will cost the same if Bama was in town. You think the school will lower the ticket prices? They aren't. Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you that I don't even know. What are we talking about there? I'm just saying this. I don't know about ASU. I think ASU is one of the outlier teams, and at least they're a conference champion. They played their way into that thing. What I don't like is even with Clemson, if this is quote unquote a power conference, I don't know how you put in Boise State above Clemson either in the seedings. That's what I think you said this right at the very first. I don't mind you having an automatic bid. I really hate auto bids at all. But you should never have automatic placement. It should be seeded when you get there. And in fact, they ought to reseed it every round if that's the way you're going to go. Because
your one should play 12, bro. That's. I mean, come on. If you get a bye or whatever, the highest team should play 14.
Throw that playoff picture up.
Oh yeah, I have it. Hold on.
You see what I'm saying? What tournament have you ever been to where the top team don't play the bottom team?
When you got to play, if you get a first round bye, you got to at least get the winner of the 12th seed or whatever that is right there. You
Correct.
Know what I mean? Like,
right.
You got that has to be. I don't know, man. Like I said, dude. Like, dude, I don't know. Like, what kind of shit these people are on when they made this, but like, my fifth grader could make a better tournament than this, bro.
Man.
Like this is preposterous. Like you can't tell me these people are making that much money to come up with a product like this, bro. We should get a refund. Like this is terrible,
dude. They can pay me a third of what they paying them, bro.
Dude, shit. Give me a quarter of that. Shit, this shit it's ridiculous, bro. This is absolutely ridiculous.
It is, man. Look at this, and I mean, this game here, Notre Dame is going to roll, but then they got to. I mean, why didn't they get the 5 seed? I don't know, because they lost that game early in the year to NIU, and nobody wants to forget about it. They probably have the most complete team in the country, though, if you look at Notre Dame.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so take that comment off, Jay, so I can see the bottom. Yeah, right. So here's the deal: that number 1 Oregon should be where ASU is, right?
Yep.
It's that simple. The number 2 seed, the number 2 seed should be where Georgia, Boise State is.
Hold on,
right?
It really ought to be. I think they ought to be playing either SMU or Penn State. Really.
But I'm just looking at if the way they got it seeded right now, like not changing the seeds, like that's how it should be. Like that number 1 seed, Oregon should be where ASU is. Georgia should be where Boise State is, right?
Yeah.
And
why do they have the 8 and 9 going against the 1?
That's what I'm saying,
stupid, bro.
That
is super stupid.
I never paid attention to that.
Dumbest shit ever.
That's super stupid.
Same over there on the other side. The 2 seed should be playing the 11 if they get out, or the 6.
It's just like high school football.
Wild shit,
dude.
It's so
the top team is going. The top team in this division is going to play the lowest team in that division.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. And you know what? It's almost
I can't understand that.
It's almost like they had like. I feel like the reason it's changed is for some reason it looks like they like. I don't know, man. They had it like they just tried to make it better for Texas, right? By putting Oregon up top and putting ASU down at the bottom. You know what I mean? Like I think Texas has a hard first round game, but I don't know, man. It just looked like they maneuvered some stuff to favor Texas, and that's everybody knows I don't like Texas. Whatever.
Dude, Texas is like.
Hold on.
Looking at this shit, man, Texas has got a pretty much a damn scapegoat to the damn title game, bro.
Well, hold on, Chrissy.
I think they're gonna have a problem.
You're gonna talk shit when you get in here. You're gonna talk shit in here, and then you come in here with stupid shit like South Carolina beat Clemson. If Clemson gets in, South Carolina needs to get in. Committee values conference championship. If SMU gets left out, watch them opt out of conference championship. You know what, dude? You're an idiot because you just got done telling us how Alabama with 3 losses don't belong in, but now Clemson does, and now South Carolina does because they beat Clemson. What the fuck are you talking about? Clown. Dude,
need to go back to bed. That gummy hadn't wore off yet.
Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. Yep. Hey, here comes Coach. I love this. This is my favorite thing that Coach says. At the end of the day, little ones bunch up, big ones line up. I love it. All right, so here we go. You start looking. Let's see. Yeah, look, that's crazy though. Why is the 6-11 not lined up with the 2s, the 1s with the 12? I don't make sense. And you know what the other thing is? Something else you could do. Why don't they reseed afterward? Or they flop the seeds around wherever they should be after the first round.
I mean, I'm not so wrapped up around that. It blows my mind that like the NCAA basketball tournament with way more teams gets it right, and that's easy. Like, dude, the model is already laid out.
Dude, like, they have an app, bro, that you can download. And you put your highest ranked team from 1 through 12, and it does it for you automatically. It doesn't take a rocket science.
That's what I'm saying. I need somebody to explain this, and I need them to explain it to me like I'm Baker.
I think it's money, man. I think it's the campus deals.
I
think that's what it is. You know, they want these on. Man, you think about it. Texas and was it Tennessee and Ohio State? Man, that's a hell of a matchup on campus. And I think that's what they're looking at, bro.
Sure it is.
Texas versus Clemson. Texas hell of a matchup on campus, man.
Yeah, going into Death Valley, Little Death Valley, I should say.
Right.
Going into Little Death Valley.
And then you got Indiana and Notre Dame right there next to each other. It's going to be packed, bro. So if you look at the matchups the way we're looking at it right now, it's a money deal. Just think about it, guys. Think about what you're looking at right now. That's straight money matchups.
Mm-hmm. Sure it is. Sure it is. Because look, even now, last week it looked better whenever Notre Dame was at the 6 and they were going to end up playing Alabama. Of course, Alabama doesn't make it in because we got to make sure that SMU got in there. We can't punish those guys for not playing anybody all year, but making it to that ACC championship game. Don't want to punish them for losing, when they didn't win anything all year. Shit.
Man, outside of the SMU and Penn State, look at those matchups and look at the money.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah,
come on, bro.
That's in Austin. That's in Austin, not at Clemson. I don't know why I was thinking that. Or is it at Clemson?
No, it's first round.
It's got to be in Austin, right?
Yeah, it's Austin.
Yeah. But you think Clemson versus Texas, bruh? I wouldn't want to be in nowhere near Texas. All that damn orange floating around there, bro.
Bro, I think
you got that old damn. You got the damn great pumpkin orange, and you got the damn burnt orange.
That's my upset pick right there. That's the upset alert of the first round right there.
Clemson winning.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a problem with the Big Ten getting more teams.
Their front seven is gonna tax them. It's gonna tax them.
Yeah.
But being in Austin, they should win the game. There's no reason for them to lose, but I wouldn't be. But if they do win, they're gonna get their ass drugged by Arizona State.
I think Tennessee goes up in Ohio State and gives them the business.
Mm-hmm.
They could.
Mm-hmm.
They could also freeze their ass off in the shoe and lose their ass.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, bro, it's cold as hell up there in Tennessee in them damn mountains, bro. It ain't as cold as it is in Ohio.
No, it isn't.
That wind is hell up there, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that right now. So, I'm picking Tennessee over Ohio State, and I'm picking Clemson over Texas, man. Mm-hmm. I'm going with Clemson in that deal.
See, I don't understand that either. So even having the bye, that should be switched from the one should be on the bottom there, no doubt about it. Mm-hmm. The one should be on the bottom, and so should the 2 going against the 11 or against the 6-11 or the 5-12.
Yeah.
But if you look at it, that's why you could reseed after those first rounds, because if let's say the 5 seed won, the 5 seed shouldn't have to automatically play the number 1. It should be the 8 or 9 that plays number 1. That's what I don't understand. But since they're getting a bye, I guess that's why they're saying you got to deal with it. But I don't know. I don't love the bye situation. And to me, I think the idea that Boise State is one of the best 4 is ludicrous at best. Right? I mean, it's just crazy. Hey, Janet, good to see you there. I think it's crazy talk. And
you should have.
They don't have the right teams in here, man. They don't. Nah. Because Boise State, look, I'm going to tell you, the G5 needs to not be playing in this thing. And if they are going to have a G5 that has to make it in, then you shouldn't just have 12. You should probably be 16, which I don't love the idea of just expanding it just for the sake of expanding it either, so that we can get every Sisters of the Poor freaking football team in the country in it.
It's crazy, man. It's a crazy setup. And like I said, man, the system
you're not paying attention either.
That ranks from high to low is an app that you can get on your phone right now and make a bracket. Well, so this thing right here is made. It's a money matchup. Number 1, Boise State should not be in that top 4.
No.
Mm-mm.
They should be.
Should not be in that top 4.
The 12 seed, no matter what you look at.
Right.
If you must be in, you should be the 12.
You should be the 12.
Because there's no damn way.
Who did they lose to this year?
They lost to Oregon in a close game in week 2, and that's what they've been living on. They're close out. Their best win is UNLV. They're 11-1. Who cares if they're 11-1?
Texas just had an edge jump in the portal. Edge linebacker, Akana.
Oh, speaking of that real quick, before we jump too much further, let's go ahead. Obviously, you got Bauer Sharp went into the portal yesterday. Joshua Bates entered it about 30 minutes ago. And then you've got Ty Kubasek as well, another offensive lineman in the portal for Oklahoma so far. We've already heard, obviously we know that Nick Six is going in and Jackson Arnold as well. I think that's all we know right now, isn't it?
So there's a Chapman McCown has intentions of jumping in.
Chapman McCown.
And then there was that other lineman.
Kubasek, right?
Yep. Well, that's 2. So this is the second Texas linebacker, Gillette.
Gillette's also in for Texas.
Darian Gillette. Yep.
Yep. Joshua Bates.
Texas Bates is kind of a surprise to me, man.
The inside O lineman from Texas A&M, Cam Dewberry.
Okay.
Freshman All-American with 1 year remaining.
Cam Coleman from Alabama or from Auburn is in the portal as well.
Oh, yeah. That was a shocker to me.
Dude,
that was a big shock.
Let me tell you something.
Gotta go get that kid.
Hey, I'm telling you, he's a dude. But you got Deuce Knight coming in, who's he's unproven, but he's a hell of a talent. And I'm trying to figure out how in the hell, this kid is not talking to, the upcoming, other freshmen.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, you hit the portal and you're supposed to be the hottest topic, the hottest thing they got. And then I got this quarterback coming in and we're supposed to do this thing together and you gone, man, it's something ain't right.
Right.
And I'm hearing on my end that Derek Nix, who's the, on paper, offense coordinator, he's trying to get out.
Oh, Jaden Rowe is already in there.
Yeah, I forgot about him too.
So you've got let me go through all of them real quick for OU. You got Jacquez Petaway, Jackson Arnold, Nick Anderson, Caleb Hicks, Emeka Megwa, Jaden Rowe, which I'm not surprised about that one. Chapman McCown, running back, Bauer Sharp, Joshua Bates right now. And then we just heard about Kubasek, and that's the other one. Obviously.
Kubasek was
he was a walk-on.
He was a walk-on.
Yeah.
But here's the deal with this now. So cutting that roster down, bro. That kid. Somebody a pick. It's not going to be a P4 guy.
We're missing all the running backs.
We got Hicks.
I just said them. Hicks, Megwa. I got Hicks, Megwa, and Chapman McCown as well.
Okay, I didn't hear Hicks. My bad.
And then Bauer Sharp. Obviously, he went in yesterday. Polarizing, but honestly, and I'll tell you guys, as far as the Bauer Sharp thing, I understand that the people that are kind of hating on it, but I will just say this. What's up there, Derek Hamilton? Good to see you, my man. Seatbelt Mafia. I hope he doesn't go in. I love the seatbelt, man. Hey, I'll tell you this. When it comes to Bauer Sharp, it's not that he's a terrible player. It's that they shouldn't have been running their damn offense through him every play. That's the main thing. He wasn't going to be that guy. Yeah, they should definitely go try to get Cam Coleman for sure. And it is fixed to get crazy. No doubt about it.
Oh, it's going to get ludicrous here today.
Yeah.
You just watch for the days over with, bro.
For real, though.
Yeah.
So far, let's talk about – let's see who else. Around the country, you had Danny Lewis from Alabama is in. Ogunbiyi, 350, 6'3.5", 350 interior offensive lineman at A&M. Man, I don't even know how to say this kid's name. Ojegby at Pitt is out. obviously around the country, the ones that we were talking about that were big, you've got Antonio Tripp and he's from Miami. You got Samu, man, I can't. Tamanuepe. I don't know if that's right at all. Sorry, guys, if I'm screwing up your name. I hope you're not watching. I was trying to look at some of these big ones. EJ Harris, offensive tackle from Auburn. That's another big one. He was good. He was a high 4-star.
I remember him.
You remember him?
Yeah.
The other one that I was thinking about the receivers, though, if we just start talking about receivers, you have NC State's what's the guy? Oh, man, how do you say his name again? He's a bad dude.
So let me ask you this right here, Jason.
Yes, sir.
How do you think we attack the portal when it comes to receivers? Because, we're right now, man, we're low. I mean, at one time last year, we thought that was our most stacked room.
Sure.
And now it's all
7 guys hurt.
Right. Hey, I understand that. But, I mean, I think the guys that the ones that we got coming back that had some playing time, and I think the scheme that we ran the last 4 or 5 games, it was just to get us through. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't like, these guys. I mean, it was just enough. Hey, look, we only have a week-to-week basis to do this. Now we got our OC. He got a whole fall. I mean, he got a whole spring. He got the fall. He got the summer. Man, I think we need at least three senior guys. What I mean by senior guys that got stats.
Immediate impact.
Yes.
Immediate impact guys. Well, and I think that's, I don't know if you guys were watching that whenever I was on with the Horns Down Pod, and as well as the see, they've already cut it down on here. So you've got basically 4 receivers that are showing on the depth chart right now. JJ Hester, Jacob Jordan, Zion Reagans, and Zion Kearney. So that's assuming. So I guess this is assuming, and this is on our lads. So that doesn't make it right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to figure, obviously you've got Nick Anderson now and Petaway out, right? It's apparently they don't, I don't know if they think that, our guy from Texas is what's the kid's name? Oh, Ivan Carry On. He's not showing up on here. I don't know why. But anyway, so right now they're showing 4. Now they added the 2 guys from Oklahoma, which might be immediate impact guys. We're talking about Elijah Thomas and this dude is a dog. And so, but here's the thing, and let's not forget about this kid. Let's not forget about Gibson. Now, Jaden Gibson that we already have. I'm not seeing him on this list here. I don't know why, but I would suspect he should be coming back, right? The Irish
he is. Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope he is. I hope he is too. Is he going to be healthy? So that's where I think that you're right. When you've got 2 guys coming in as freshmen that might be able to make an impact, you've got those guys that are left in there that should be able to make an impact as well. But I would tell you that, you got to go out there and get a guy like Cam Coleman. You got to go out there and get a guy like JJ Gibson from UAPB.
Yes, sir.
Bad dude. This guy was should have been the SWAC player of the year on offense, and they didn't give it to him. Mm-mm. They gave it to the kid from Jackson State instead, which, we had my guy Kobe from the Blitz City podcast was saying, man, that's a joke. It's a joke if you don't give it to him. So he's a bad dude, 6'3", 220, runs a 4.4, and he is a straight up dog. They should be after him for sure. I don't give a crap what he was coming out of high school. This guy has shown that.
He was he was a dude coming out of high school. He just had a few issues, man. But
Yeah.
this kid has shown up and showed out the last couple of years, man. And everywhere he's went, he's elevated himself. So you got a kid that's hungry for more, man. That's the type of kid you want to put on the roster.
Benji says it was a troll by a Gator fan. Leave it to the Gators. Leave it to the Gators. That would have been cool. Hey, you got to make sure these aren't bullshit tweets that you're getting there, Big Mike.
Well, that's Hayes Fawcett.
Hayes Fawcett on him?
Bro, I'm pretty sure it was unless somebody took it and
Hayes Fawcetted it.
Yeah. Hey, somebody took it. Hey, they got me on that one.
Oh, come on, dog.
Who was that?
Hold on. I got to take this call. Hold on.
Yeah, they. I'll pop you off for a second. Yes, they're going to be in the Armed Forces Bowl against Navy. So the ReliaQuest Bowl, I don't know what that is either. But
never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either. But Armed Forces Bowl against Navy is where you're at. So let's see. Bishop Frank, welcome into the show. Welcome in, Benji, Coach Goated, David Whitehead, Peyton Kirkland's in, Barbecue Bros. Texas is the Bud Light team. Ian Gomez, Topherby. Let's see. Derek Hamilton, what's up, my guy? Duke Silver Sooner. Let's see. Chrissy, you gotta come in with better arguments if you're gonna talk, because otherwise you just shut up. Stinkus Cat. Who else we got? Drewski. Make sure I say hello to everybody this morning. Boomer 1991. One should play 12. I agree. Mars Jams, my man. What's up? Let's see. Neelio. We talked to Neelio a minute ago. I think that's it. Oh, Jerry Coffrin. Coffrin, is that how you say your name? Yeah. Bama has a future schedule at Ohio State, Notre Dame, and FSU. Bama needs to cancel these games. No, I don't agree with that part. I would say this. You play them because now they have to have something good on their schedule too. Other than because Ohio State's one of the worst too about scheduling people. That's outside of their damn conference. They didn't schedule nobody this year. So it's the Big Ten, and I'll tell you what the other thing that the SEC, they didn't protect their big brands at all, other than of course Texas, but they didn't do. I mean, Georgia and Alabama played nasty ass schedules, plain and simple. So damn it, get my back up here. Legend in the house, what's up there, Legend? Good to see you, my man. Are you still on the phone there, Big Mike? I think he is. Yeah. We play Ohio State the next 2 years. Oklahoma plays Michigan the next 2 years. I mean, you're working towards getting these schedules up, but that's the thing. I like the idea of playing 6 out of conference games, because if we're going to go by strength of schedule, and we're not going by strength of schedule, obviously, but they need to even the shit out. They need to even the shit out.
It's not close.
I
mean, they're not going on strength of schedule, man. You can just look at the bracket, how it's laid out, man. There's so many flaws in it. And I honestly would like to just hear their opinion on why they did it like that. That's my biggest thing. That's, what's your rhyme or reason for doing it? If it's not for matchup and money, what's your rhyme or reason for doing it?
I don't understand why you would do it. I mean, to me, it doesn't make sense. Why you would put SMU in over them. Nobody cares about SMU, man. Come on.
Nah.
Who's watching that game? Who's watching that game against Penn State?
There's no telling.
There ain't no telling. Now, Benji.
Hey, let me kiss this door right quick, man. Pop me out right quick. Give me about 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
All right.
All right, guys. Let's get to some of these. It's true. Go look at what? Oh yeah, you go look at it. Let's see. Legend in the house. What's up there, Legend? Brandon. My wife is the real MVP going to Fort Worth on the 27th. That's what I'm talking about. We should definitely go and check that one out. the disrespect of the ReliaQuest Bowl. It's pretty disrespectful. That should definitely not be where they're playing. Junior, named to watch. Eric Singleton Jr. named to watch just hit the portal from Georgia Tech. Okay, I'm gonna keep my eye on this on this transfer portal stuff. So, Concepcion is who I was thinking about. The NC State wide receiver, obviously a big target for everybody as well. You also have 5-star from last year that everybody expected to kind of make a big splash at Texas Tech, but he kind of didn't. What's his name? Man, why am I forgetting names all of a sudden? Come on now, help me here. Who we got? Bates is in the portal, correct? Share it. The training wheel schedule. Yes, the training wheel schedule. Are we going to spend money on the portal this year? We are. So that was what I was starting to say that to Marcus and Big Mike earlier. So I don't know if you guys had watched that show because I was on with Chris Mason and K. Chris. Yeah, Micah Hudson is who I was thinking. That's the other big target for 5-star guy. I don't know if he's going to be he didn't have as much production last year, but he was definitely pretty good. Welcome back in.
Yeah, I got fleeced hard. So that was on 3 on that Cam Coleman thing, right? It caught me slipping, and it's not even Cam Coleman in the picture, bro.
Who is it?
I have no idea.
So wait, they called you?
No. That was something else. I was talking to my insurance agent. So
Jake from State Farm.
Yeah, Jake from State Farm. Trying to get that discount double check.
Man, had the UPS man. He just by the time I got downstairs, man, he was already gone, bro.
Funny shit.
Man, yeah, I was just dropping lead now.
Now, obviously, Michael Hudson only had 8 catches, but he was a 5-star. And if you watch his film, that dude is a dog. But here's the thing. I would tell you now, I would much rather go against Gibson from Arkansas Pine Bluff. If we're wanting a guy that's going to make an immediate impact, I think he's the guy. It sounds like there's a chance that Deion Burks could be coming back. I know that they've been talking about him going to the NFL as well. They should be able to get him enough NIL dollars to get him to come back if he's going to be healthy. That would be a good thing, obviously, for this offense explosion right there, too, especially if you're going to lose Nick Anderson, which sucks. And before we get any much further in this, there will be no Nick Anderson strays in this damn chat. Do you understand? None of it. We will have none of it. Nick Anderson freaking helped us beat Texas last year. His family is Oklahoma through and through. So I don't want to hear it. Giovanni Gibson, that's the man. That's the guy we need. He is visiting, correct? JJ. Yep, JJ Giovanni Gibson. Mm-hmm. He's a bad dude, bro. Go watch his film if you haven't seen it already. There, Brian Folsom. Thank you for sharing that, my man. Then again, people that schedule App State thinking it was going to be a cupcake out of conference. Yeah. There's a few of those. It's one thing to beat. It's one thing to beat an SEC team in a one-off game throughout the season. It's another thing to run through the damn schedule, though. I'll just say that.
I mean, you take Tulane, man. What did they end up? What did Tulane end up 9-2?
Don't get that started in here, Benji. Don't get that started.
You know, I mean, and I had somebody say, well, Tulane, they took you out, bro. Tulane could not go through a SEC schedule. They don't have the depth to do it. They can come out and play against us. And, you know, hey, look, they got a good offensive coordinator. They got a really good freshman quarterback, but they could not last 6 or 7 games in the SEC, bro. Just can't happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Why would you not say good things about Anderson, the player there, Benji? But that better not be right. If he goes to Texas, everybody will be talking shit. Yeah, I know. I don't want to hear this right now.
Stick up for him if he did that.
It will be hard to stick up for him if he does that. Correct.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
definitely on that.
Hey man, it's Mr. Anderson right now. Stop it. We're not until that happens. That is Lopan on your shirt, isn't it?
Yeah, man, Big Trouble in Little China is probably like my favorite movie ever.
Bro,
I'm like no fan.
That is
wow, that's crazy.
Good. That is shockingly good, man. Shockingly good. The green eyes.
Yeah. This is probably one of my best Instagram purchases ever. Probably my only one, but yeah, one of my best IG purchases.
But I could see a guy like Nick going to Oregon. You know,
I think like Oregon seems to be that seems to be the team that was number one in them, because he was committed to Oregon for a while before he committed to Lincoln. And then he stayed, of course. But yeah, and they are Coach knows his mom. I think you graduated with his mom. Is that right, Coach Roybal? Yeah. And they are Rodney, man. Nothing but love for the Andersons. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing any bad talk about Nick Anderson, man. You will get booted your ass right out.
Like that situation is just wild, dude. Like I can't even wrap my head around that, and I just don't understand how that happens, man. And it sucks that we're gonna end up losing a quality receiver,
at least one, and it could be more, from what I understand. And they didn't talk about the rest of it on Teddy and Gabe's show, but I've had guys that have told me about a lot of stuff, and obviously you had another player's parent that was talking about it on there the same day on Twitter. That it's now, of course, her son hasn't entered the portal yet, but I would expect him to, kind of. She's younger than you, Coach. Okay, but she went to school though at Perryton, right? Anyway, did you just confirm that you're an Instagram model?
Ain't nobody paying me, bro.
No, that's true.
Nobody paying me.
Oh, it's too funny.
But what I can say about OU right now is that they're taking care of business, man. From what they talk to the kids and different stuff, man. They pretty much told them they're going in the portal to get some kids, and they need some pieces. They're not going in there to try to buy a football team. They need pieces,
right?
And so, man, you got to understand that.
Well, and I think that's what we were talking about. You've got guys that are out, and I don't know what's going to happen with Deion Burks. It'd be good if he came back, but we don't know. The other thing is, okay, does Farouk come back? He's got another year if he gets his medical red shirt, but I don't know that that's a given that he comes back either. Or do they even have him come back if they're trying to move forward with guys that they already got? Coach Ricks, OU is definitely 100. Thank you, Coach Ricks. Appreciate you, my man. We got any news on our boy Giovanni? Got any news on our boy Giovanni, man? You don't have to kick me no pass. I kicked you $1, man. You let us know what's up.
Give us a little 411, Coach Ricks.
Man, hey, did you see that guy, Big Mike, Giovanni Gibson? Have you seen this film? We'll go and watch it here in a second. I'll pull it up here in a minute. I just want to show it one more time because this dude is a dude. And by the way, nobody knew about that. We were the first to talk about it on this show last week. It got all through the insiders and all that. That's when they ended up getting the visit from him. Is after our chat last week there. So, Coach Dent, well done, sir. We appreciate it.
No, Dent is the plug, man. Y'all people don't realize it, but hey, this motherfucker is plugged up, bro. He knows everybody. He got connects. Like, man, that's him right there. You're looking at him.
Know about all that, man. But I tell you what, as soon as I said something about him, it went.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. People paying attention.
Man, that dude he's something serious, bro. That's all I can say. He is so hungry, guys. I mean, his ability is crazy. But how hungry he is to prove, that I belong is what you need.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? We don't need a guy coming for the bag. We don't want that guy. We want a guy to say, you know what? I need to be here because this is my opportunity. My opportunity to get where I need to go. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody want their fair cut. Now, I'm not saying that at all. But we need some pieces that's, maybe he had 400, 500 yards over here, but offense wasn't just that good.
Right.
And he want to get in another situation. Like this kid. Man, they were horrible. But he put on a clinic.
Bro. No,
his quarterback is horrible. Horrible. But he puts on a clinic every week. I'm gonna tell you how. Let me tell you how I saw him, bro. I was on the sideline at Alcorn State in UAPB. It was our homecoming, and I saw this kid. I was like, man, this damn kid. I said, man, this is a D1 kid. Because I'm watching him run routes, so I just see him just light somebody ass up over there on that left side. So me, I look him up. I'm like, damn, this is a leading receiver in the sway. I said, oh, hell.
Yeah.
He won't be around long,
70 catches, 1,215 yards, 9 touchdowns, 17.4 yards per reception. 17.4.
Big Dent. What you know about that linebacker from Grambling State that jumped out, man? That dude looks like a killer.
Too. Dog.
Yeah, he a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah, I remember, but that dude look like
he's gonna be a P4 guy.
Yeah.
And you gotta realize Mickey Joseph that's over there, man.
Yeah.
Mickey was at LSU. He was one of their top recruiters with Whjat, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean he can find those gems, man. This is just his first year there. So
he loves OU. That's what I'm talking about, Coach Riggs. That's what I'm talking about.
They on 3. Now this is official. On 3. They just dropped they just tweeted that Carson Beck injured his UCL on his right elbow.
Ooh.
They don't say if he's out or what have you, but they said
they were better with their second string guy in there. Is Sutton still in here?
What I'm saying, the press, see how that come out after, you know what I mean? The college football.
Hold on, though. That was not the same as FSU. Don't even start that shit.
But why not?
Why because that was weeks before that happened, and they had their backup quarterbacks were trash. That's why they were getting away with it because they were playing in the ACC.
Well, here's the difference.
Stop that shit. Don't go there.
But here's the deal. They won a SEC championship with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a difference right there.
Come on, man. He didn't go to FSU, bro.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. Mike be all screwed up. I mean, Georgia won with that guy. FSU, man, they didn't. I can't even remember who the backup was at FSU.
So let me read this to you right here, real quick. Right, this is on 3, right? Pete Nakos, right? So, come on, you son of a bitch.
Not only that though, but their second string guy even opted out, man. Come on, because he knew he wasn't going to get the job. I'm not going to stay on this FSU stuff. It's over. If they really were that good, they would have showed up to the damn Orange Bowl.
Hey, so let me read this to you. A UCL elbow injury is a tear or damage to the ligament on the inner side of the elbow that connects to the upper arm forearm, right? We know that, right? But this is what I can't deal with these head football coaches right now, right?
Yeah.
This is what Kirby Smart is quoted as saying. I'm still trying to get that knowledge myself. He did have an MRI this morning. We should get the results in the next few hours. Just had a team meeting. Like, how are these head coaches, like, why are they just play us like we're idiots? If there's anybody that knows what the hell is going on with your starting quarterback, it is the head coach. And if these medical staff people are not feeding you that knowledge immediately, they got to go. Like, these dudes are trying to play us, bro. Like, don't come at me with that bullshit. You don't know.
Hold on though. Then if we're gonna do that, then what about Brent Venables and the whole thing with Nick Anderson?
That's what I'm saying. They gotta stop doing
that. Same difference though, bro. I mean,
they know. We know they know. Just say, I'm not going to comment on it. Like, don't try to pull the wool over our eyes. Like, we know that you know.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
When it's your starting quarterback and you're going into the playoff, they know. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. We ain't that dumb. Like, we're dumb, but we ain't that dumb.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what?
man, that's crazy.
Like, it's gamesmanship week to week, right? I know you don't want to tip your hand, that if he's going to play or not play or whatever, but like.
Yeah. I love how everybody just thinks that because Venables says that they're not going to, that Joe John's going to call it, they're not going to change the offense at all going into the bowl game. 2 weeks, you got 2 weeks worth of practices. Sure, that's right.
Yeah, dude, let me tell you something. I feel like that OC, he'll be there kind of like looking at everything. I'm saying, man.
Shout out to Coach Dent again. Coach Ricky says he's visiting OU because of Mr. Dent. That's a fact.
Hey, hope we can get the kid, bro.
Football and Coach Dent come in here talking about it last week, and next thing you know, I've been getting calls about it all week, man. I was like, I don't know everything about it, but I can find out.
It's crazy, man.
Do I think Arnold will go to Georgia? I think it's a possibility that he could go to Georgia. I
I could see that.
I could too.
I could see that being a fit for him.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, we've still continued to hear. Our guy Duke Silversooner, he seems to know somebody that's close to him that's saying over and over and over again that he's going to Ole Miss. So, I tend to doubt that because the Ole Miss has a great quarterback situation coming, right?
Yeah, they do.
But he would provide depth. I don't know that he would be going there for depth, though.
Well, this is what Lane likes to do, man. Lane likes to mix it up. He likes the competition during the spring. He always, since he's been there, he's always brought in a portal guy in the spring.
All right, let's address this real quick, guys. One thing I will say is that they are working on this sports medicine thing. They've got a whole crew of people coming in. It's going to be a full go of the whole thing, just like an NFL franchise would have, that you have all of it. So this is not going to be the same thing moving forward. I can understand Nick not trusting them anymore and doing because of what happened, and this can never happen again. But this is definitely not something that, like Gabe said the other day, it's not something that they're just doing it because of what happened with Nick. They've known about this kind of stuff for months now. It's been being worked on. Relax, everybody. It's going to be fine. That's just where Lane's been in his ear since the Auburn game. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. We got to be patient for the QB we want, because I heard he's going to play this bowl game. I'm bet you he doesn't play in this bowl game. You are not. You are not. Oh.
Nah, he won't be.
You're absolutely not going to be.
You're going to opt out. So what do we need you for a bowl game for?
Yeah, no, it's not happening. You're not going to pay this guy $1 million and tell him, yeah, go play for Washington State, get hurt. Come on, man. Let's not be crazy. That shit ain't going down.
Not happening, bro.
Coach for him. That makes sense.
On 3, Texas wide receiver Jonte Cook has entered the transfer portal.
Yeah, Jonte, he was already in the portal. He left the team weeks ago, actually.
Yep, yeah, that's the same guy. You're right, 100% right. A&M and the Ducks look like the leaders in the clubhouse. I like that. I like a dude leaving in the portal and going to the rival. Kind of like that a little bit.
Well,
as long as Nick don't end up at Texas,
as long as Nick don't end up at Texas,
we got something. Cool. Hey, if he does, man, we got something for him.
Oh, no doubt.
Hey. Let's not talk about that shit, man.
If he goes to Texas,
and you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna get him wound up in the damn messages in here, and I'm gonna have to start kicking people out. Don't do it.
Yeah, hey, Gomes just said it right here. I feel like he's staying. I feel like he's gonna come back. That is personally what I think. I don't know nothing. Nobody's told me anything. I just feel like with the stuff hopefully getting fixed.
To my Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told my wife last night. We talked about it on the way back. I feel like he's making a move to let people know, man, I'm serious about this shit.
Yeah.
And if y'all don't get some things done, I'm out, and I'm gonna prove it to you.
I don't think that's the case, but I hope it's the case.
No, I'm just saying, man, because I've seen situations, and let me put this out there. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with, man, him and BV are tight.
Mm-hmm.
In the receiver core, everybody is tight, and you got to understand the situation. Everybody just got to understand the situation, man. I'm hoping that the cat comes back, bro. I'm hoping, because that if that scenario's happen, man, I'm happy for the guy. We still want him. I still think put it like this. I still think it's a possibility that we keep him, Jason.
I would love it if we did. Believe that.
But I think, and you got to look at this. Guys, we got to look at availability. It's the best ability.
Yeah.
And that's something that, right now, God, as much as we love him, we don't know, man. We don't know if that thing is going to be 100. Will it ever be 100% healed? So, as a business, because this is a business, you got to go out and find some kids like JJ to come here and that's ready to go, like, right now. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And we need three JJs, Jason.
Oh, absolutely we do. 2 3-year starters from the portal would be good. Cook could not start. Why do you think Cook couldn't start? That's not true. He just got in Sark's doghouse. That dude's a dog. He might be able to, but I think it's not a guarantee. Look, I think that's where right now you're looking at probably 3 that you got to get, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you've got 2 coming in. Chances are maybe you keep Farouk, maybe you keep, I don't know, JJ Hester's still in there. I haven't seen that he's going anywhere, right?
I think Hester, man. I think Hester is here. I don't think he's going nowhere, bro.
I don't think Hester's going anywhere.
I thought I saw a tweet a week ago that said he was staying.
I think he's still on the depth chart as far as what our lads has. Now,
bro, to be honest, what you think about this, Jason?
Yeah.
If we didn't have a lot of targets, but when we targeted him downfield this year, the cat made some big plays, man.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
When we targeted him, here's our deep threat guy that's on our roster right now.
Uh-huh.
Well, he is, because he's the only one running. He was the one running them. Brennan Thompson. Look, Brennan Thompson was a deep threat dude too, and they ended up using him for everything. The guy kind of laid it out there. Got hurt at the end too. Brennan is still that's track speed like crazy. Zion Kearney and Zion Reagan's both are straight up dogs.
Dogs. This just my opinion. This ain't come from the coaching staff or anything. This just me as a coaching dude. Man, Big Zion from the big 6'6" kid. Dude, I put some muscle on him. I make his ass a tight end, bro. He would be at 6'6". That Zion would be a hell of a matchup for anybody with that length. I'm telling you, bro. And he can run already. Dude, look at the kid from Ole Miss that torched us. Same height.
Oh.
It's just a hell of a matchup. It is a hell of a matchup.
Bro, Zion Kearney, he was hurt a little bit too. He was gimpy most of the year.
Are you talking about Carry On?
I'm talking about Carry On, bro. I'm talking about the freshman.
Yeah, he's talking about Carry On.
Yeah, I'm talking about Carry On, not Kearney.
I mean, like he's a freshman too. He's 6'4".
Yeah.
I hate the fact that like we had Carry On, and and
I don't know,
bro. We never like got down in the red zone and threw him a fade in the corner and like you know what I mean, dude. Well, I
think he ought to be a tight end. He ought to be a tight end because it's seeing how they can't seem to freaking.
It's my point though. It's my point. If you move him a tight end, are you going to use him? Because you had him out there at receiver, and he could. Ain't nobody's jumping with him in the corner of the end zone. Like you got to throw. You got to at least try it.
Man, do you know how much space this guy will take up in the middle of the field, bro?
I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm saying
no. I'm agreeing with you. I understand what you're saying. We should have done that.
Here's the thing, yeah. We have to understand that the entirety it was a shit show on offense. We know that.
Yeah.
We know it was a shit show.
We're getting it right, bro. We're getting it right.
That's what I'm saying. You have to look at look. Whatever you end up with, you got to believe that. I don't know how much of it you guys have been watching. I've watched now basically the last 2 seasons of him at Washington State. The guy can draw it up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I like about him the most? He's not married. He's not married to anything, bro.
That's what I said.
That's what I like about him.
The dude running jumbo packages.
Yeah, he's not married to a damn thing.
I love it. You gotta structure your offense around your players, man. You gotta get your athletes and players in space, and you gotta be able to run the ball, man. And however that is, like it has to happen, man. And I don't know. I just felt like we started to run the ball a little bit, but
and here's the thing, and I think. Here's the deal. I believe that whatever was going on, it wasn't any of those guys on the same page. And here's the thing. Seth Luttrell didn't give a shit about them being on the same page. And they didn't have the quarterbacks being coached by a quarterback's coach or quarterbacks even. It was a shit show. It can't be worse. It cannot be worse. It's unbelievable to think that it won't. And like Satterfield's saying, I believe he's going to fix it. Now, look, he wasn't my first choice. He wasn't even my third choice. I'll tell you that. Having watched all that, I can tell you that I like what he does. I like that I've seen a lot of different sets that he runs out of. He's not married to anything. And he's got film to prove that he's not married to anything. I love that. Because the fact that you know that he's going to need to run the football. Look, what we saw from that quarterback, and I'm going to say this one more time. I'm not whoever he brings with him, and I'm assuming that he's going to bring Mateer with him. Don't just assume that he's going to win that job, folks. Don't just assume he's going to win that job.
I don't even assume that Mateer's coming with him.
Me neither. I don't think he's coming.
Well, maybe he is. Maybe he is. I'm gonna tell you now. Whoever it is, better have to win the shit from. I mean, because we know that was a problem last year. But I'm telling you, Michael Hawkins is bound and determined. And you saw what his dad tweeted the other day. Don't sleep on that kid. Do not sleep on that. He didn't come in here last year wanting to sit on the bench, expecting to sit on the bench. He was ready to play. He was ready to play, and he showed up when you put him in the game. He had one really bad game, but they never put him in once it got taken over by Joe John and those guys at the end of the year. He never got his chance not going under Seth. Who's to say what he would have done?
Well, Jason, think about this. Think about the athlete Mike is. Think about his arm strength. And you just think about what this guy, what Arbuckle has done with lesser talent.
That's right. That's right.
That's what I'm excited about, man. I'm excited.
Cam Ward was a 1-year guy, and then he got 1 year out of this kid. Why is it that we just assume that 1 year is so important? That he's gonna. That this kid can't learn the offense. Dude, the offense that he runs is very similar to what he ran in high school. Very similar to what he ran in high school.
I mean, who's saying he can't learn offense?
Everybody's like, he needs a year to develop. Why? The other kid knows the offense. No, he's an elite athlete. He's got an elite arm. And people that are saying he can't throw, you don't know. You haven't watched him then. I saw him make multi-layer throws in that game against Tennessee. The fact that they weren't throwing the football after that is not his fault. His release is quick. He was throwing, layering balls in there. Hell, if Petaway hadn't went onto a damn milk carton after that, who's to say?
Did we mention him in the portal too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in.
He's long gone, brother.
Oh. But
what do you think? Let me ask you this, guys. I know we got a couple of tight ends that's there, but I don't know how healthy Caden Hams is. What about tight end, man? Is that a priority? Huh?
I think he's only going to get better, man. His speed's going to come back. His burst, his twitch will come back. Exactly. I think he's got a real shot to be. Who
are we talking about?
Caden Helms.
Caden Helms. I'd love it if he was coming back. I know his mom was one of the ones that's really upset about.
Oh yeah, she was 38 hot.
I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think he's going
anywhere. I hope he isn't. No. Yeah, William McElwee. This is a great comment. I'll tell you what. I think Hawkins wasn't ready this year, but he's gone. He gets one more offseason and some coaching. I don't think we can bring anybody that's going to beat him.
I agree with you.
Yeah, let's not forget he's also being his personal coach, Kevin Murray. His son won the Heisman and was the number 1 pick here.
Yeah, and I think Oklahoma needs to be a buyer at tight end.
Absolutely.
They have to. Like I would be if they don't go after that Arkansas cat.
They offered the kid from Tulsa, but they better go against they better get the kid from Arkansas.
Haas's in there. More your run blocker tight end, that kid from Tulsa.
Of course. But you need to go get Luke Haas also from Arkansas. And they didn't use him that much, but he was they were upset that they didn't get him whenever he went to Arkansas.
Arbuckle, in order for us to get a tight end, like Arbuckle needs to show him the vision, because we ain't put shit on tape besides do a zone insert run block that shows we gives a shit about throwing the ball to tight end, because we don't. We didn't. You know what I mean? Like, he's got to do a good job, man. He's gonna have to show what he did at Washington State to do that. But Kevin Murray was a straight up baller in College Station. Yes, he was. I remember him too, Neilio. Yes, he was a baller, straight up. Yeah, and so was his son. So was his son. His son was a straight up baller at Oklahoma, and bro, and
Ball State tight end is a beast.
He's a beast. Also, he is. T Boomer's right. I'll tell you what. Kyler Murray is still the winningest quarterback in the history of Texas high school football. He's never lost a game. Never.
Wow.
He played for 5 years. Yeah. So. Yes, I agree with you. I think Hawkins is going to explode and be the guy. Now, this is my audience here, guys. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. All right, here we go. All right, what else? Let's go back and check on this. Make sure we got anything else coming. You guys seen anything else? Yeah. This hey, whoever did this Bauer Sharp freaking lowlights thing needs to. Yeah, he needs his ass kicked.
That was weak as shit.
That was weak as shit. The dude needs his ass kicked. His name's on it, too. Let's go find him. Damn. What's wrong with that guy?
Man, I seen something the other day. It was crazy. And it was on Twitter. I was just strolling. And, like, his projection was, like, to LSU. And I'm like, what the heck? It might have been just a joke or something like that. But it was, I said, oh, okay. I mean, let me keep strolling.
Right. Nah, it wasn't cool, man. OU offers Miami of Ohio wide receiver. What?
Yeah, I just saw wide that.
Receiver or the tight end?
No, the wide receiver. His name is, hold on.
That tight end.
Reginald Virgil, receiver.
What did he do? He can't have been as good as that damn tight end. He got 90 footballs. 90 footballs in 12 games. That's insanity.
Damn.
Yeah, right? Did you take advantage of streaming low price tickets to attend a game with
so
OUQ?
That dude, at some point, he had a 7-game touchdown streak.
He did? 7-game touchdown streak?
Yeah.
Like it. Oh, yeah. It's not good for Carson Beck, it doesn't look like, man.
He looks pretty big. Looks like a big receiver. I don't know how tall he is, but he looked like he about at least 6'1". Standing next to that offensive lineman right there. He looks pretty big.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, I hope they're John Summerall is staying at Tulane.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. He just got there. This is his first year.
Yeah, but I thought he was the number one guy for Carolina. They're going to hire Bill Belichick, aren't they?
Dude, that would be crazy if they did that.
Why is it crazy, though? If you think about it, we're going to a pro system.
Well, you go into a pro system when it comes to, the way things are being managed and everything like that. You know, but man, you gotta have some. I mean, I understand all the Super Bowls, but man, these young kids, bro, I just don't know if he'll have the connect. I really don't.
Oh, now come on, now his girlfriend's 24 years old.
This Miami of Ohio receiver, I'm watching some shit.
He's already banging a co-ed. He might as well be in college.
Bro, you gotta get your head out of the gutter. Jesus. Hey, this receiver from Miami.
Did I just tell you news? Did I break news here? Because I don't think I did. 33
receptions, 705 yards, 8 touchdowns. But somebody put a little compilation out there. I'm gonna retweet this joint right now, but he looks good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, he looks good, man.
All right, well, let me show you something. Let me show you something here, Big Mike.
Ooh. Oh man, Arkansas, Joshua Brom, just entered the transfer portal.
Yeah, hey, go onto my Twitter page, man, and watch
Arkansas.
Play a little video right there of that cat.
On your Twitter page? Okay, yeah, I'll pull it up too. I want to push this out. What am I doing? Right here too. Stupid.
No.
Belichick, dude. Come on, man.
Oh shit, that Reggie Virgil's 6'4", bro. That cat from Miami. He's 6'4".
So Giovanni. That's who we need, man. They better offer him too. If that dude ends up going to LSU, I'm gonna lose my shit. No.
So with that,
Georgia Tech wide receiver Eric Singleton.
Did you see that thing about Belichick? How he was like get his son on staff to be the head coach in waiting? Mm-hmm. Like that was part of the agreement. I don't know if you guys talked about that while I was watching this dude's.
No, we were talking about him banging co-eds.
I heard that. I mean, I ain't hating on the dude, bro. Live your life, bro.
Hey, what about this receiver from Georgia Tech?
Saying man? It's not that far fetched for him to get that job.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I seen that dude. I seen that cat.
Who what?
The kid from Georgia Tech. Eric Singleton.
He's a stud too, man.
Yeah.
He is a stud too. Here we go. Let me get it too. Oh bullshit. Come on, bro. I mean, we're gonna listen. We could listen to what Kobe said again, but we ain't gonna. Here, hold on. Here we go. Sharing screen. Y'all ready? Here we go.
Yeah, let's go.
Look at this kid, man.
See, I was at that game.
He ate Popcorn State's ass up.
Shit, I had a partner that was with me my first year at NMSU. He transferred and went to Pine Bluff.
Look at him. Look at his size, bro.
How tall is he?
About 6'3.5", 6'4".
I don't know if he caught that one. I don't know if they gave that a catch.
Dude, he a monster, bro.
Yeah, he looked good. Shit.
Physically, man, you get him here and get up under the right program with nutrition and everything, bro. You see what he looks like at UAPB. You think what he would look like in a Power 4 program, man.
Yeah.
He will look like a damn Megatron.
Yeah. Give him a little Schmitty time, a little personal time with Schmitty.
No doubt. I'm telling you, man, this kid.
Go yeah. Hit that tweet I just shared on that Miami of Ohio cat.
So what now?
I say hit that tweet, that retweet I just did on my page of that Miami of Ohio receiver.
Let me check it out. Oh wow.
So what Sooner Legend talking about? But you are a cool kid, man. I'm trying to figure out how I can get a profile pic that is as sweet as the one you got going on, Legend. Shit, I want to know who took that picture, bro. No.
Man, this kid here is nice.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of receivers, man. There's going to be a whole bunch of quality receivers that hopefully we can fill the void with some of our transfers.
He look like he's. Oh, I like the step. Yeah, he's nice. Good footwork. He's long.
Did they play any big money games against Power 4 Group of 5 schools?
To my UAPB?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man, this Virgil kid's a dog too, bro. Damn.
Bro, I'm telling you, throw that stuff up there, bro.
I'm going to.
That dude, hey man, hey, that dude's nice too, though. This Pine Bluff dude, I like him. I like him.
Oh man.
Yeah, he go up and get it now. I like this one. There's one he catches over the middle, man, and puts a move on a dude.
Yeah, he's put it in the ground. I saw that. I think it might be the next play coming up.
Yeah, bro, he's 6'4". The thing on his stats say he's 6'4". Oh yeah.
Ooh, there it is.
Ooh. Big ass kid.
Yep. Give me that.
He does go up and get it.
Yeah, give me that. This is nice right there.
That was a nice grab.
Mm.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Well, shit. I hope you get that wide open in the SEC. That dude's a dog, man.
Get that settled, yeah.
Straight up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Mike, from what you pulled up, man, how many people have we targeted in the receiver room? Offensive Porter kids.
I think I've seen 2 now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's Gabbert. Gabbert throwing in footballs, yes.
Yeah.
Who else? Just those 2, and then they've got Giovanni is visiting today.
Today?
I think so. I think that's what somebody just said in here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you pick up any of those guys that they're talking about, then you got a good guy. Something's wrong with my
Man,
camera.
I got a crazy feeling that we're gonna get Giovanni, bro. It started here, it needs to end here, bro. Hey, I think we're gonna get him, bro. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know we got Coach Rick pushing for us too now. No doubt. By the way, man, I had a chance to talk to Coach Ricks after the show the other day, man. Hell of a guy, man. Good dude.
Yeah, hey, man, Coach Ricks is my guy, man. I'm trying to fix this camera, guys. I'll get it back up in a second, but I'm listening.
So good.
But yeah, Coach Ricks is my guy, man. He's a hell of a dude, man. He's one of my favorite people, man. I love working with him, and yeah. About Arbuckle, I like how he puts his quarterback under center, says legend. So do we. So do we, legend.
And hopefully he puts them under center on short yardage and when they're backed up in their own goal line.
Yeah, he was a sophomore this year. Gibson was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like how he run power football. Absolutely. I mean, that's the thing. He went in there and literally I saw multiple times. I've watched 2 full seasons now, and where they flat out ran a jumbo set. You don't hardly ever see it anymore. Even in the NFL, you don't hardly see the jumbo set being run.
Man, I'm gonna tell you a little story, bro. When I was coaching at TCPS, this helmet right here, passing game coordinator, man, and we had an old school coach, man, which everybody kind of started going to the spread, and we had a team that had kind of been our nemesis for a while, and the coach was like, you know what, we're in this spread, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna line up in what we call bear. So we took a couple of defensive linemen, man, and we just went a jumbo package, direct snap. Let's see what we can do with it, bro. They could not stop it.
Right.
We was a spread team, guys. They couldn't stop it, and we was like, coach was like, we ain't stopping. We won't pass it tonight, bro, until they stopped it. Dude, we blowed that team out like 42-14, and all we did was ran the football. And in that game, it was like, oh yeah, TCPS, they spread, they're gonna throw it around. Coach Dent got 2 guys. I had 2 receivers that had over 1,000 yards.
Right.
And dude, we ran the football because that's what that was their weakness. And guess what, guys? That's what I see in this guy, man. Man, he looks and see, okay, we can do this. This is what we're gonna do.
Well, and that's the first thing he said is, what are you going to do? And he's like, look, I'm whatever it takes to put them in jeopardy. You want to put them in jeopardy. That's pretty much it.
Correct.
And so, to me, that's what you're looking for. There's a lot of, you've got, let's see, I want to see who else was in here. Micah Hudson, obviously, Jonte Cook, AJ Jones from Arizona, Davion Dozer from from Arkansas. I don't know him really. Ooh, Jaden McKinstry. He's went to ULM. He's 6'7", 210. Good grief. Let's see who else. That Singleton kid, is that who we're talking about? The Singleton kid from Georgia Tech, is that the one that they offered already as well? Let's find him as well. Let me see if I can get film on him real quick. Scouting. I don't know if that's his. So he was, let's see. So he's a sophomore or maybe a freshman still. Class of 2023. 5'11". Oh, they just got his high school film here. Come on, we got to have something on it from down. Eric Singleton. Let's look him up on. All right. Well, we talking all about it, folks, in here.
He said Arbuckle's definitely not scared to run any formation. Hey, you got that right, bro.
No, he put it all out there, bro. He will put it all out there.
What's up, Zach Reynolds, Greg Ray? Welcome into the show. Brandon Snake, Jesse. What's up, Jesse Browning?
Hey man, that's what I like about him. You know, I mean, Jason said it, and you know, I'm like, you know, as a parent, man, I'm just ready for them to hire somebody. But once, you know, he was named, and I went back to looking at it, I'm kind of like Jason, you know, like this dude do a lot of stuff, man. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's what impressed me. You know, the different formations, the different type packages that that he run, man. I mean, you know, he's an open book, and he's young and he's innovative. You know what I'm saying? He's not stuck in his ways, bro. Oh, here he is, Eric Singleton Jr.
Yeah. Oh,
don't give me that.
Yeah.
Give me that.
He's got good hands.
Give me that.
Here, right here. Ooh, you're getting behind the defense.
Got him.
Hey man, so underrated part of your highlight film that I personally pay attention to is the cellies. Like if you make a big play and your celebration ain't cut it, like you're a pass. You know what I mean? You gotta have the celly in there, bro. You know what I mean? Okay.
So that's a must.
You gotta have the celly, dude. Like that's, you know, like when we're looking at discriminators, when you got equal receivers, you know, if there's dudes that you think that you gotta go to the celly. Yep, that's.
Oh yeah, I'm sold on him, bro.
I know that one.
Here he is on the end around.
Okay.
Ooh.
A B C to the house.
Okay,
let's see the celly.
Oh, sorry. Let's see it. We'll go back to it. My bad.
Looks like he's just okay. That's what you got. Okay, yeah. Okay. Little teammate. Little teammate handshake.
Yeah, they're
getting a little bit more. Getting everybody getting in on, bro.
Yeah,
everybody getting in on.
He didn't let Haynes do it, but I have me top 5 on my team right now. He runs a 10-2. Outdoor rankings 10-2-100. Holy shit!
Look at this.
That kid's fast.
Yeah, he looked like it on that end around.
All-American too. Freshman All-American.
Some bitch was chewing up ground.
Yes, he was. He looks good,
man.
He looks good. Ooh.
Where your hips, baby? Where your hips?
He's good, man. He looks good.
Highlight film?
I don't have a highlight. I don't see a highlight film of him, but I'm just watching highlights as they come along.
How big is this kid?
5'10".
It's kind of like a Deion Burks a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah. That one's not gonna let me go. All right, here we go. Yeah, bro, he gets open. I'll tell you that. He doesn't mind catching them in traffic either. He can play. Kid can play.
Mm-hmm.
He looks good. 4 games, 4 TDs. Oh, bro. Look at this. Oh,
he only played in 4 games.
No, that was the first year. His first 4 games, he had 4 touchdowns. Some of them ain't playing though. Look at this kid. I mean, he catches the ball, man. This kid can catch everything. He's got good hands. I like it. I like it. Oh, Coach Rick's touching me. What's up, Coach Ricks? What does it say?
Yeah, I just hollered at him a few seconds
like,
ago.
Oh yeah, I got him. I'll send it to you right now, Coach.
Hey, I don't know about Isaiah, Stevie G, but Mike better get his butt ready for some finals. Get them grades up.
What? Don't be saying that. What the hell? His grades?
No, the grades are up, but they could always be better.
Oh, okay. Oh, you just just want to whoop that ass, huh?
No, there's got to be a standard, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Facts. Yep, you're right. It's in your email there, Tricks.
I think Isaiah's standing around 3.5 right now, so that's not bad.
That's good. All right, I'm gonna end this screen share. All right, 75 people in here. How many likes we got?
75.
You guys are killing me. We've had 500 people in here. We've got 30 likes. Come on now, folks. Are you not entertained?
Who was that?
Hey, anybody see that Gladiator? Speaking of, are you not entertained? Anybody see that Gladiator 2 yet?
No, man. I've been hearing mixed. Some say it's pretty good. Some say it's not good at all.
I gotta go see it. I ain't going to the movies.
Have a great start to your work week. From Emilio, super chat. Thanks for having me in, Jason, Coach Dent, and Big Mike Bogo. Low pan, baby. Low pan. All that low pan. Singleton is the best one I've shown so far. I don't know. He's pretty damn good, though. He's definitely pretty damn good. I like him. Have a 10-2 guy that can catch in snow, butt ass naked. What?
Damn, cuz.
That's all shoddy right there. That's all shoddy right there. Well, then where the hell is he? At Georgia, bro. If we're talking about a 10-2 guy that can catch in the snow, where the hell he at?
Bucky naked.
He ain't catching
butt naked.
He ain't catching nothing in Georgia.
Well, Bunny Mac said butt naked.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you, man, I think, man, a couple of targets, man. We get 2 or 3 of those targets from that receiver.
Yeah. You get a couple,
man. Man, we could be.
You could get those 3 guys and be in great shape.
Right.
You get those 3 guys, you're in great shape.
Because
11 Gibson.
I really think Anderson is coming back. I think he's kind of the ones that say, you know what?
All right.
I tried it, but I'm not gonna rush it. I'm just gonna wait and I'm not gonna try it.
We're gonna remember that you said this today on December the 9th.
I'm telling you now.
All right.
I'm telling you.
Norman, don't start climbing on me, dude. Nuh-uh. Your big ass. This dog crazy, man. It's probably crazy.
What kind of dog is it?
He's an American Bulldog, 150 pound damn lap dog, man. I'm telling you.
Dang.
Reginald Virgil yet? I have not. Who is he? Who is Reginald Virgil? Stephen G. Speak to me.
Hold on, that name's
Reginald Virgil.
That's that Miami, Ohio cat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We already threw it up there. We already threw up him. He's a bad dude too. What's up there, Shouty? What's up there? It's basically a remake of the first movie. Okay. Coach Riggs.
Still gonna watch that joint though.
What's going on, gentlemen?
What's up there, Coach?
Coach?
Welcome to the show.
What's going on, gentlemen? How's everybody doing today?
Good. Where you at? You working?
Yeah, I'm at work. Just trying to track things, see how things are going. Following JJ and everything, see how things are going down there.
That's what I'm talking about. What's he saying? What's the word? What's the word, Mockingbird? Come on.
Hey man, I'm gonna let him talk on that. I don't like stealing.
He trying to put you on the spot, Coach.
That's right out of here.
Yeah, he looking for inside trade steals.
Yeah, sleepy I am, man. We brought him up before you even brought him up to us.
I'm gonna say this
about that.
I can say this. I'm being honest. He was about to sign with Arkansas. All right. Then I got into his ear about what Mr. Dent said. He reevaluated, thought about it for a few days, and then he said he rescind the offer, open it back up, and then little do he know, 3 or 4 more offers came in. So I know that OU was one of them. Mm-hmm. I can't say that OU was one of them, but I can't tell you about the other ones because they haven't happened yet.
Is he visiting all these places?
From what my sister's saying, she's gonna make him visit all of them. But if he feels like the spot is right for him, they give him the green light to pull the trigger if he feels like that's where it needs to be.
Okay. So
I won't know until they tell me. So no inside scoop today so far.
Damn.
But he did say the reason why he's at Oklahoma is because of Mr. Dent. That is the reason why he's there.
That's awesome.
Hey, look, bro. Hey, we'll be glad to have him in the fold, man. If he wants to come, that's for sure.
Well, he didn't think he was good enough, Mr. Dent.
Man, come on, bro.
I'm being honest.
Come on, bro.
He's been around coaches that have held him back, and he didn't know if he really had it or not. I'm being honest.
Dude, when I saw him at that Alcorn State game, that homecoming, I saw him. I'm like, man, that's a damn D1 receiver. What in the hell is he doing at Pine Bluff? And dude, I did not know he was the leading receiver in the conference.
Yeah.
I'm just going off my eye as a scout.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this kid's body, and I'm looking at his speed, and I'm looking at you don't have a damn quarterback.
No, they don't have.
And he getting all these numbers, but this dude, man, get out of here.
It just makes you wonder what he could do with someone else that knows what they're doing.
Dude, and here's my thing. It's not a knock to any coaches or any trainers where you come from. But that kid goes somewhere and get with a real receiver coach. They can teach him, different skill sets that he doesn't have in his toolbox already. He get with Smitty or a trainer that's going to say, hey, look, this is what we're going to do for your body. This is what your explosives need to be. This is why we want to elevate your quick twitch to. That's going to make all the difference in the type of athlete that you think you got a product now. You just add all this stuff to them. Okay, we're finna look at your diet. How much lean muscle, you need to have on your body. All that stuff. I'm just looking at a piece of clay right now.
Yeah.
It's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a piece of clay. I saw his ability off the line of scrimmage. I'm like, man, if somebody had this cat, hey, so you can't say, well, he did this. He had better numbers than Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter's about to win the damn Heisman, playing in the same damn conference.
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't give me the bullshit now.
Yeah, but yeah.
And this damn camera is bullshit right now.
You know, I mean, I know what my eyes see, and my eyes see a kid that just hadn't been tapped into, because I wouldn't want him to go to a place where, oh, we're just gonna play him and we're not gonna invest into him.
Yeah.
You know, you understand what I'm saying? Like some things that we talked about that I know that this program can invest into him.
Yeah.
Those things need to be essential.
We'll talk more today about that, because, like I said, there's some things I can talk to you about off air. Yeah,
It's all
we can
good,
get
brother.
into like last time. So until he makes a decision, I'm just going to support and do whatever I
No doubt.
can.
No doubt.
He knows where I stand. he knows where I stand.
You better.
If my opinion holds any weight.
Unc, if you don't bring this damn recruitment home, I'm just gonna tell you. Hey,
man,
listen, the camera just started working. If you don't bring this recruitment home, Uncle,
it's taking a lot.
Oh boy, that's crazy, boy.
Hey, I gotta be uncle, but I gotta be fan as well, man. And say, I whoop your ass if you go to the wrong place.
You need to talk up EJ. You need to talk up EJ. You need to talk up Smitty, Coach. Hey, Coach Venables is a big part of this, you know.
Oh yeah, man. You know, this it's always, you know, we, like Venables said one day, I think Mike, well, all the parents was in there. If you're not trying to get to the next level, we don't want you in this room.
Yep.
We don't want you in this room. But if the next level don't happen to you, when it comes to being a professional, you're gonna be that when you leave here.
Yeah.
And that's what, man, that's one of the things that got me as a parent. And my wife's the same way. That's one of the things that got both of us. Knowing that you're gonna be a better off as a person,
right,
and a football player when you leave there. So, like I said, man, like I said, you know, for any recruit, I'm gonna say this: your well-being is definitely cared about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's one more thing about that, Jason. Before, I'm sorry, I'll interrupt you guys and then I'll get off here. There's one more thing working in OU's favor. Jason already knows that my brother-in-law is on the Clemson staff, so he's known Brent before this.
Oh yeah.
So he knows. So that's all I can say. He knows BV. He knows all about him. So we ain't got to worry about that. If this is where Hart needs to be, this is where he'll be.
No doubt, man. But we appreciate you, bro. That's for sure.
No doubt.
But no, I know. I want to call him thank you, man. Because like I said, he would have signed with Arkansas to follow some of his old classmates, and I'm glad he didn't. Even, I mean, he can always go back, but I've always wanted him to pursue other things. Don't just go by what your mom and dad say. Go by what you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Go by and go do what you want. Because at the end of the day,
give him the bag, Coach Ricks. Give him the bag.
Well, this decision.
Come on now. We know you got the money, bro. Come on now.
Well, this decision is going to benefit your mom and dad. So go where you feel like you need to go and benefit your family. Don't make it about nobody else but what you want.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and I think that's Big Mike has talked about that a lot with, you know, he could tell. I love the story you tell about when you just asked Michael, so when are you going to just go ahead and decide that you're going there, right?
I wasn't that. I was like, when are you going to sign with Oklahoma? Like, when are you going to tell them? You know,
man,
I did.
We did it. You could tell it.
Mm-hmm.
That when we left up out of the I forgot what room was it, Mike. I guess the meeting room when they was doing the soul mission stuff, talking about the soul mission, and we had already been all the way around and met everybody, and I'm sitting up here looking at him like Christmas. I'm like, man, you know what you gonna do, bro? Yeah. What you talking about? So you going to OU? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. So when you gonna commit?
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, because you know, as a parent, you know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's you guys got to hear this from Big Mike because he just dropped it on him, and they're just watching TV one day. I love it.
We was watching football. We was watching football, man, and I was just like, he's sitting there watching, and I can't remember what game we were watching, but I just looked at him like, so when are you gonna like tell him or sign with him? You know what I mean? It's like I already know you're going. Like maybe you don't know that you're going, but I already know. You know what I mean? I already know.
Why did you know that though? What made you know that?
Just the way, like I could see. So he never got annoyed or tired of coaches from Oklahoma calling him. I could tell by his body language and how he acted at Oklahoma compared to other places. And I just tell, I know my son, his facial expressions, the way he interacts with people, and it was easy.
Yeah.
What did he say when you told him that though?
He's like, probably pretty soon. Some dumbass 17, 18-year-old.
Hey,
probably pretty soon.
What's crazy about it, Jason? He's cut right out of Mike. That's the deal. He's cut right out of him, so he knows it, bro.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the deal too. Here's the deal too, is like him and my wife are like almost the exact same.
Come on, man.
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
They're like the same. Like he may physically kind of resemble me or whatever, but him and my wife are the same person.
Yeah, they're real.
Wow, that's crazy.
These two are in a room together. Like when these two are in a room together and they start going back and forth, bickering at each other, it's like the same person. Like, bum, 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 bum. I got to get up and go, man. Like, I can't. I'm not. Nope. I'm in the middle of it. It's like they're just trolling each other and they just fall for it. And I'm just like, can we not just have normal conversations? Like, what are we doing?
Look.
Go to the room, bro.
When my wife and your wife was talking about something, and she said something about Mike, and your wife just kind of closed her eyes, and she's like, "Me and that boy." So I can imagine what you're talking about. She was like, "That boy." It just kind of shook her head and closed her eyes. I'm like, I guarantee you they'd have had some long conversations, bro.
Did y'all finally get him a truck there, Big Mike?
No, he ain't get no truck. He got a car.
A car? What did he get?
Yeah, a truck guy, man. Like he ain't got to that point in his life yet. You know what I mean? So
be better when he does, huh?
Yeah, I'll never.
Hey, gentlemen, I gotta get up out of here, man. Y'all have a good one.
All right, Coach. We'll talk a little later on, Coach.
All right, and Jason, I'm gonna make you happy. I told you there is no LSU.
I like that.
I told you that. I told you she don't like him. He's a used car salesman. He ain't going there.
That's what we've been saying about him.
Y'all guys have a good one, man.
Okay,
all right, brother.
Man. Thanks for coming in, man. We appreciate you.
All right, but all right, guys.
All right, man. That's hilarious. Drop it.
It's kind of slowed down here the last hour.
Yeah, nothing's really happening. I think that's part of it is it's not going to get crazy until we get started in some of these games as far as the playoff and stuff. So when the first playoff game, I want to say it's like the 20th, isn't it?
21st, I think.
Yeah, 21st, something like that. So so we're looking at, we still got that's 11 days from now. Look, man, I think you're going to you'll start seeing some of those guys dropping in there as well. Then I think the main thing that we got to just remember that there's going to be a lot of guys in the portal. Everybody's got to get down to that 105 or to the 85. If you're in the SEC, you still got to have 85 scholarship guys, not 105. You got to have 85. So that's the rule in the SEC. It doesn't change anything there, but it changes the fact that you can't have 130 anymore. It's just they're not good with that. So you got to get it back to that number. Norman, get off me, dude. You got to get it to that 105 number. So there's going to be guys going out, and that's the reason why they had only 18 players in the class as well. You got to think about that because they're leaving room, and I still didn't get to tell you guys this part. The show that we did, they were talking about the thought was that they may be going to fire Coach Venables at one point, obviously, when all that stuff got started. But the decision was made essentially, I guess, from a lot of the big boosters that were like, no, we want to keep him here one more year. We like him, and we want the money that, because like his buyout goes from 44 million to like 32 or even like 30 apparently. So like it'll drop. So they're like, take that money that we would have to pay in his buyout and let's put it into NIL money to go get 5 or 6 difference makers. So on top of the NIL money that's already there, they want to go and take and put another, it's like 12 to 15, I guess.
Think about this, Jason. So you're losing Jackson on. I'm quite sure
he was at like big. 2, I think. I was pretty close to 2 million, I think.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you lose that guy. It's like this. Look at the cap room.
Yeah. That's just talking about the rev share. Forget the NIL stuff. That's rev share but NIL has been what it is up until this point, right? But I know they had 15 last year. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 15, something like that, maybe even a little more than that, but I know it was somewhere in that neighborhood. So then you look at, after that, you've got, now they're adding another 15 to it.
Yeah.
Or 12 to 15 to it. Apparently, according to what we heard the other day, it may be that they may have the most money to spend in NIL this year.
It's cool.
Which they need to do it because you gotta keep some guys. You gotta keep some guys around. You gotta keep some guys around.
Well, I think today, I think a lot of kids are talking to mom and dad and agents and all that kind of stuff. I think this evening you'll probably see a couple more drop, that you wouldn't expect.
Right.
So I'm thinking that's going to happen. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Is Mike froze, bro?
No. Mike froze. Yeah, Mike froze. Perfect timing. Get a snap of that.
Snap it, man.
Done.
Man.
All right. Coach Rick says, I'm broke, need money.
That's my guy, man.
Yeah, man.
That's
Coach
my
Rick,
guy.
He's a good dude. I was busting his chops, but I love him from Coach Rick's, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
My dude, man.
We're gonna have to get together late one night, man. Me and you, Coach Ricks, and whoever, man. And I know he works during the daytime, man. We'll have to get on there at night, man, when we could really chop it up.
So I did a nighttime the other night, and I went from like 11 about midnight Central to about 2. Bro, I did like
with you and you and Coop
100 views. No, that was on Thursday, and we did it. It was late. It was later.
Man. I was driving, listening to you guys.
Yeah. We saw.
Yeah.
That. Well, and that turned into some shit with the Surge guys. Apparently.
Oh wow! I didn't know nothing about all that.
Hold on, what I missed? Fill me in. What I missed?
Somebody brought up the Sooner Surge guys, and Coop made a comment, and I don't give a shit. Tom, it's just because they're it's the main thing is this is like what I told him. Nobody hates them or anything like that. They're in that negativity group of guys, that fire everybody. They almost, it feels like to me they promote it in their show. Yeah. I'm not crashing them, and I just don't watch them. And the people that come in here and say stuff that they're hearing on that show, we usually say, "This ain't that." I don't want to hear that shit in here. You're not going to be killing them out
I've checked them out a couple of times and have nothing against them. It's just
I don't either, but it's
sort of screaming, man. That just I'm like, okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah, the screaming, correct. That's the one.
Yeah, the screaming is the only thing that gets me with it,
Well, but they're negative
against those guys.
Very negative about and one of them's a coach in high school. So it's weird to me that you would be that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Weird to me that you'd be that negative about the coaching and about some of the players and some of that stuff. That's how I feel about it. But that's just me. Look, that's your thing. That's your stick. Go, you do your thing. I don't really have anything for him, but one of the people that was in here went and ratted it out, and they threw their little temper tantrum about it, made a thing about it in their show the next day. So I'm going to talk about it today. To me, I just say it wasn't that big a deal. First off, I watched it. It literally took all of a minute or so that this was talking about. It wasn't bashing them. It was, I mean, Coop said something. He called their show something, but. And you know what?
Cool.
Coop's a grown-ass man. He's a grown-ass man. He can say whatever he wants.
Hey, 100%, bro. He can say what he wants.
And you know what? I told him in the DM, I was like, look, man, I was like, I didn't say that, but I wasn't going to vehemently. You want me to just defend your honor like we're boys? Because we ain't.
Right.
I'm not going to do it. So, anyway. I don't know.
Man,
anyway,
hold up. UPS back at the door. Be right back.
Back at the door. All right. Cool.
Ain't nobody but my wife. It ain't me.
All right. So, yeah. That's what it is. Let's see. Yeah. If you need it badly, there is a looting of central bank in Syria. All you need is a one-way ticket. I like it. A one-way ticket, huh? Yikes. How would you get back after that one-way ticket there, Chrissy? In Syria, he says. BV is a man's man, stands for the right things, but I question his abilities as a head coach. Too many bad decisions. Am I wrong? I don't know about bad decisions. And here's what I would tell you, Bob. I don't have a problem with the questions that I've had about him. Okay. Now, I don't believe that it's time to let him go. But I do think that there's a reason why he's kind of on the hot seat a little bit. And I think I talked about it before, and I wrote a column about it too, that to me, I think that it's time for that learning curve to like take a step forward, right? To where I felt like he needs to be better about making decisions on the fly and, pre-making those decisions, that he does it. Well, I feel like he's indecisive at times, but I feel like a lot of the stuff that went on, though, a lot of the stuff that we've heard, I think that we think that it's because he is accountable to a fault, if you ask me. When it comes to Coach V, he's accountable to a fault. I think a lot of the things that have gone on that he's taken responsibility for, it really his responsibility. It was on somebody else. Like the Seth Luttrell thing, I'm convinced that he didn't okay that hire. Convinced. That's my belief.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's I'm gonna say this, and has nothing to do with him being the head football coach at Oklahoma. When you meet this guy, you know he's one of the most honorable guys that you came across.
Absolutely.
And that's just him, man. It's not a football thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a football thing. It's just who he is. And for him to bite the bullet or to take the bullet, bro, I can see that all. That's BV, bro.
Right. And that's what you love about him, right? I mean, that's what you have to love about him, is the fact that the guy is just he does take it all. Now, and you wouldn't want anything else. I mean, look, you look down the road, you look up the street there at Mike Gundy that doesn't take any accountability. Same with Lincoln Riley. It's always a bunch of blaming it on this, blaming it on that. Same with Brian Kelly. We were talking about him a little while ago. These are guys that don't take accountability for shit. And this guy's taking accountability for things that really isn't on him when it comes to the hire and all that stuff. And I would just say that I believe that. He's also it's not his fault that what's happened with this medical situation, which I believe is getting fixed. But what I would just add to this, Bob, at the very end of this, I would say this. He's a first-time head coach, and there is a learning curve. There is a learning curve. And I think that he's got to speed it up a little bit. But I do believe that Brent deserves time to put this thing in order. We haven't seen recruiting like this on both sides of the ball, by the way. We haven't seen a defense like this though in a long time at Oklahoma. And it's going to get better and better. Now, somebody made a mistake with the hire in Seth Luttrell. No doubt about it. Somebody did. But I'm not sure that it was all on him. And I'm sure that, and I do know this, it seems that everything that I've heard is he's been wanting to fire the guy for a long time and they wouldn't let him. So I'm just saying that from my perspective, I love it that he took responsibility for that. I love it that he stepped forward and they found the guy that he wanted to get. You know, sounds to me like he had options of who he wanted to hire. This is the guy he wanted. If Arbuckle is doing the things that I'm watching on film, Oklahoma is going to have a chance to be very, very good next year, because already they looked really good and were in most of the games without any offense, with not a competent plan.
Yeah. And I want to say this about, you talked about BV's being a first-time head coach. Being a first-time head coach in this era, is, man, got to be one of the most difficult things to do. Being a first-time head coach 15 years ago, hey, we all know, hey, you go get you some high school guys, you try to build your program, you just this era right now that we're in is still a learning curve, bro.
Yeah.
It's still a learning curve. And I think that where we are at Oklahoma, we're past the midway point on that learning curve. I can tell you that right now.
I agree.
I really do. I think we're past that. And I think we got a staff that, you just got to be patient, man. You look at Napier down in Florida, man. Just think about this. If they had fired him last year, it'd have been how many kids would have hit the portal? You'd have had new coaches in. You'd have been, especially where the SEC is right now. You would be in a worse spot than what you are right now if you had fired him last year.
No doubt.
So what was they have a chance to go 8-5, something close to that? Is that about right?
Last year?
No, right now.
Oh, yeah, they could have. Oklahoma.
I mean, but no. I'm just talking about how I'm looking at how Florida say, you know what, I'm gonna go with this guy. I'm gonna stick with him, and it's worked for them.
Right.
I mean, they knocked off Ole Miss. They put Ole Miss ass out the playoffs, bro. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. If they fire Napier last year, that team that you saw a weekend or two ago, that team wouldn't be where they are right now if they had fired him. I don't care who they brung in.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking at. And like, patience, bro. Patience.
Well, when you owe that much, I mean, if you think about what it's going to cost to do that, right?
Correct.
You think about what it's going to cost to do that. The $44 million, if it was this year, but in all actuality, it probably cost you $100 million.
Yeah, with players and everything, yeah, it's going to cost you more.
It's going to cost you $100 million. It's going to cost you $100 million to replace the staff.
Correct.
Because everybody's going with him. Most of, or at least the defensive side.
It's true. So like I said, man, I think, man, I'm just, what the defense is right now, man, I'm super happy about the depth pieces that they have already in places. I don't think we have to go get a whole lot on defense. I think the main focus this year is going to be offense.
Yeah.
They'll probably pick up a piece or two, but we got some holes.
The defense is loaded.
Yeah, right. It's loaded, man. It's
if they add anything, they'd probably add another edge guy, maybe a corner.
Who's this Greg Ray? He says
Greg Ray. Florida looks like they made the right choice and the media was wrong again. Well, there's a lot of people that wanted him out, and there was a lot of money involved there. But they only owe him $25 million, and they didn't do it. But part of that has to do with DJ Lagway too, and they turned it around in the second half of the year. Imagine if they had a knee-jerk reaction into that firing his ass.
Yeah,
when they wanted him to. Yeah, right, no doubt. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And the thing is that, look, the thing about our Oklahoma fans, we're spoiled with winning, but you realize that Lincoln Riley's not doing it either. Just so we understand, the people that are like, man, we should have just kept Lincoln. No, you shouldn't have, because guess what? The reason that things were starting to look is that they were losing games that they shouldn't lose. And all of a sudden, you had quarterbacks that they're carrying the weight, but it only lasted one more year for him too. He's now gone back-to-back years where he went 7-5, 6-6.
So how much longer it is before you think they get him out of there next year?
They owe him $90 million. So, and the thing is like, from what I understand, according to USCJ, I know they have the money, but they're not. The problem with him is that he's not recruiting the in-state kids. They're not staying.
But what did he say when he got there?
Oh, he said it was the mecca of college football. They were going to win everything.
They said that they would not lose another in-state kid to nobody.
He hasn't recruited in-state kids when he was at Oklahoma. Right. The reason that Okie Light got good is because all the kids that would have went to OU under Stoops and now Venables were going to Oklahoma State. He wasn't recruiting them.
That's crazy.
Wasn't recruiting them. You got to win your state no matter where it is. It doesn't matter where it is. You got to win your state. California, listen, California is one of the most fertile recruiting grounds in the country, period. Plain and simple. And when they're all going to Oregon or Alabama or somewhere in the SEC now, you can make all the excuses you want. But that's the thing is, how is it that they're not ready to fire him yet and they overpaid him? But here's the difference. Venables came in and took over the mess that he left, guys. He took over the mess that he left him. He didn't get the tuned up Ferrari that Bob Stoops left for Lincoln. He didn't get that.
Yeah. It
would have been a lot easier to work yourself into it after all those years if he got the job then. And that's not what happened. So to me, look, it is what it is. The bottom line is you have to give him some time. But I do think that, yeah, he probably does. Look, if they 7-5 might not get him fired. But there better be some really tight games that it came down to the wire and you just, missed a play here or there, something like that. You can't get blown out. You better be in every game. There better be a clear picture of the fact that it is moving in the correct direction and you're ready to compete for a championship in 26. If it doesn't look like that, they won't.
Well, think about this too. Now you got Deion Sanders out that way.
Mm-hmm.
You got more guys. I mean, you got Deion, you got Oregon.
Well, Deion can recruit everywhere, though.
He can recruit, but just him being that close to you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, his road is a little bit harder than what he thought it was when he left and went out there.
I've been saying this a long time. Here's the other thing. Not just Heisman play from the quarterbacks. That's absolutely correct. But here's the other part of it. The Big 12 was shitty. They were winning and winning and winning and winning and just doing it with offense. You didn't have to do anything. I mean, they just had offense and they had quarterbacks. They had really good receivers. They got really good running backs and the recruiting machine was running. See, when Lincoln took over, he didn't have to hire a new staff. The staff was there. Nothing changed. It was turnkey. Here, hand you the keys to the Ferrari. It's running. Let's go. And so because he had already been the coordinator there, it was easy for him. When he got to USC, he had to hire a staff for the first time. He had to hire a staff. You're right there. And so it's a different deal. So the other part of it was this. Look, Texas was shitty. They weren't getting it done.
Nah, it wasn't.
They weren't getting it done. And then Okie Light gags all over themselves no matter how much fortune they have. And when Baylor can go through the Art Briles situation, get Matt Rule, and come back and win another conference championship, and inside of 10 years, that tells you that league was shit. And it'd been run poorly and everything else, but he wanted no part of that. He knew he wanted no part of that because we're getting our asses kicked every time we got in the playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stevie G, go at least 8-5, not get blown out of games. I think that 6-6, Sooner Cowboys, we're not listening to you. We're not listening to you. The 6-6 seasons that should never happen, you're saying? It's easy to say that whenever you've never been in the SEC and you have as many damn injuries as they've had this season. It's easy to say that shit.
Bro, look at Alabama.
You got to stop.
Look at Georgia.
Shit.
Look at these top schools. Man, you take away their top 5 guys. Man, you can get your ass up out of here with that, bro. I don't care where you at.
Yep. No doubt about it. You got to be smarter than that, dude. At some point, you got to be smarter than that. Sooner Cowboys. It should never happen. They're go on out of here for tonight.
The talent that is at Oklahoma. Y'all listen to me. Y'all heard it right here this day and time. The talent that's at Oklahoma with the correct offensive coordinator is going to blow your damn mind when it all comes together. I'm telling you.
No doubt.
Not saying that because my son is here. I'm telling you what I see as a coach. I'm telling you what I see with my eyes. Yes, some things happen. Mm-hmm. We had some things happen. You just want to put it bluntly. Man, it was some fucked up shit happened to us, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? One thing I could tell you, they didn't lay down.
Mm-hmm.
That team, we lost to LSU. Yeah, we did. But guess what? We didn't lay down, man. We didn't lay down. Everybody thought Bama was going to beat the shit out of us. And that just showed you right there that they had fight.
Yeah.
And they still got it. You wait till these pieces come together.
Mm-hmm. Because here's the thing. They weren't Lincoln Riley's teams are soft, man. Way soft in comparison. This team here is playing with the physicality that they haven't played with in a long time. And if they were still in the Big 12, things would be different. And they're going to be different in the SEC too. But you can't just pull the plug on it that easy. And I'm not telling you the standard isn't the standard here. That's not ever what you're going to hear me say. But this, look, and Jimmy said it too. They never rolled over and died. They never did that.
Now, talking to Big Eddie and Isaiah was together this weekend, and like Eddie was like, "Man, I mean, those guys are ready to go, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're ready to go right now. Man, Eddie gonna be a monster, bro.
No doubt. So is Isaiah.
Yeah, man.
And look,
them two right there, they tight now.
Why would you
tight now, bro?
Why would you want to pull the plug on it when now they're recruiting at the highest? They're strong. They're recruiting at the highest level on the offensive line right now. I mean, they got a bargain in Isaiah Dent because for whatever reason they made him a 3-star. Same with Boganowski. They're identifying real talent. It doesn't matter that if they're a 5-star or a 4-star or whatever. If they're that guy, they're that guy.
And I think Eddie didn't get his 4-star until like
not till late. Not till late.
Yeah,
but he was
you gotta realize, man, that kid,
top 100 guy though.
Huh?
He was definitely a top 100 guy though.
Yeah. But man,
he's got a brother in the NFL,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He got a brother in the league already.
Mm-hmm.
I think his brother plays with Buffalo.
Yep.
Right guard. Matter of fact, I think his brother right guard.
81 freshmen and sophomores, right? 81 freshmen and sophomores. That tells you that, man, you watch these guys. Look, you gotta. if you pull the plug, if they'd have pulled the plug this year, like a lot of people were saying to do, and I'm not. You guys can call me Sunshine Pumper if you want to. I don't give a shit. If they'd have pulled the plug like a lot of people wanted, look, what do you think would have happened? What do you think would have been
good? It wouldn't have been good.
It wouldn't have been.
It wouldn't have been good. I mean, you take some of these guys that you take 81 kids. Man, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot, man.
Yeah.
You talking about, oh, bro, that's a lot.
Prediction on Jackson for Mississippi State. Not shocking. Not shocking.
But here's my deal with that. Man, Lebby has a young quarterback that's a dude. And he just got a kid. Right? He just got a kid out of high school that's a dude.
Did he sign him?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you said he wasn't gonna get him.
Man, I was thinking that, but I think you got to realize his uncle played quarterback there also.
Yeah.
So I think his uncle was like, "Hey, look, listen to Uncle, man, sit right here, buy your time." You know, I think that was kind of one of those things. It's not like, "Hey, look, I'm ready to boom, boom, I'm ready to play next year." I think that's the kind of the deal with him, but I just don't see Jackson going there with those two kids already there.
Well,
I see Oregon.
I mean, I don't know why they're putting in the prediction for him. Who's putting in that prediction, Chris? Who'd you see that put that in? Let me take a look here. I'll go back. It's kind of wild. Anyway, like I said, I mean, when you've got the talent that's look, they're starting to blossom on the defensive side. And if you put like I said, it's not like we need this offense to go out there and be top 20. You need it to be top 40, really.
No, they're going to be top 20, bro.
But I'm saying if you're in the top 30, top 20, great. Top 10 would be fantastic, but you want to be, as long as you're complimentary, that you can run the ball, you can do what you got to do, and this guy's willing to do those things, they're going to be, all you got to do, Pete and Echoes put it in. Okay.
Man, look, I'm going to tell you this, guys. I want to see my guy, Michael Hawkins, with a full spring and fall with the right quarterback coach, with that kid talent, bro. You can put a damn cape on his back, bro.
I think you got to get somebody to compete, but
no, I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'm with you on that because one thing I do know, he's a competitor.
Since he was in high school, I've been a Michael Hawkins guy.
Yeah.
And I'm the one, my video that I put out last week, that's the first thing I said, do not sleep on this kid and believe that he's just going to stand by and watch this kid take his job, whoever it may be, whether it's Mateer or anybody else.
No,
if you beat him, he's willing. And Big Mike, I know you talked about this a little bit. I think he's willing to compete for it, but you better give him an opportunity, right?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Mike froze up.
Are you there, Mike? Can you hear me?
I froze.
Okay. Oh, Ethan Downs accepted his East-West Shrine Bowl invite. Good for Ethan. He should have gotten the damn Senior Bowl invite.
When is that? When is that East-West Shrine Bowl?
It's usually in the East-West, usually around New Year's. It seems like. It's been a while since I watched it, to be honest with you.
You think he's gonna play in the bowl game?
I don't know. I was gonna ask you guys, we talked about this last night on Coach Rick's show too, but I was gonna ask you guys what you think. I heard, and I don't remember who said it. It feels like maybe the best thing for Danny and Billy too is to go ahead and go play in the Senior Bowl. It feels like it might even be, it's good for Oklahoma as well, as far as getting guys in the Senior Bowl. That's an important thing, right? You want to have them have chances and stuff. It's good for the kids coming from here. Right. Do you feel like they should skip the bowl and go and do that?
Me personally, I do.
No.
I mean, they have done a great service for this team, man, coming back and sacrificing a whole lot. now it's time, man, that those guys need to be training for that Senior Bowl and training for their pro day and all that kind of stuff, man. I mean, we're not going to win national championship. I mean, bowl game is, hey, you got these guys coming up for next year. I think we tip our hats to them, and we tell them how much we appreciate them, and wish them the best of luck.
Right.
But
I think it's good for their career, right? To go, you got to go to the Senior Bowl, right? You can't.
Right. And if we was in the playoff, of course, that's totally different.
Different story.
And see, you got to think about this now, Jason. You're gonna have less guys opting out now because you got 12 teams that, hey, you got something on the line. So you don't see anybody in those 12 teams opting out. But I guarantee you, if it was just the four games instead of the 12 teams, with just 4 teams, I guarantee you on those 8 other teams, you'd have had some guys opting out saying, I'm not playing. I don't care what kind of bowl it is.
Uh-huh. Right.
So right now, man, with those guys, man, Danny Stutzman and Billy Bowman, man, and the rest of those guys, man, hey, man, we appreciate you, dude.
No doubt.
Sure.
Hey, and I'll say that over and over again as well, is that when it comes, I've said this a few times, I don't ever want it to sound the wrong way, but that Venables, and I think because he said this too, is that they didn't recruit him and when at Clemson. They didn't recruit Danny. And I think Danny it was the place Danny wanted to go. They weren't recruiting him. But I'll tell you, he's turned him, because Danny is such a leader and such a hard worker and took on the challenge that he gave him. He's got a lot of respect for him, man, and he's turned himself into, I think he's a day 2 guy at probably at day 2, day 3 at worst, just because linebackers, it's hard to go in the first round.
It is.
You don't get a ton of those guys going first round.
Maybe two something.
I think he could go in the second round. I think he could. Listen, man, he's done nothing but put up numbers, and the guy ought to be he ought to be the winner of the
Butkus.
The Butkus Award, of course. Right. They should have gave it to him a while back. He was the guy. So I love it. I just think that's you said January 30th is the East West Shrine Bowl. Okay, Shador's going to that as well. That's cool.
Oh wow, okay.
That's cool, man. I like that. He could go first round. He may not go first round, but he could. He could. Danny
There's an NFL team that has a glaring need for a linebacker.
I think that's what it all depends on, right? Yeah. Because a lot of times you'll see some years where they gotta have, you've got 2 or 3 teams that gotta have somebody and they'll take somebody. Mm-hmm. It's rare that they go top 10 though, for damn sure. Some of those guys from Alabama that did, there's been a few of them, but to be honest with you, this just doesn't happen very often. But yeah, if he doesn't win the Butkus, that's bullshit. Right. But I'll tell you this. Yes, he's played hurt the last 2 years, all season for the most part. That stinger,
you can tell linebacker's favorite linebacker, right? That's how I describe it.
Facts.
That's the best way to describe it, man.
Well, he's a guy that was unpolished, the talent was there, but it hadn't been realized yet. It wasn't going to get realized as well as it. He was already really good when they got here. And, I think that, Kenneth Murray went first round of the Chargers. Yeah, but it's rare is what I'm saying. It just doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah, who's this
guy? Especially in today's landscape.
Sleeve. Come on, bro.
That big ass metal sleeve. He's talking about
I know. Talking about Stutzman.
Yeah. Well, because that's stinger that they're talking about. They were talking about him having a stinger earlier in the year, but he's still sticking that neck in there and making them hits.
No, he wore that thing all year, bro.
No, he didn't.
It sound like it was preventative.
Yeah,
he didn't wear that thing until like after the Tennessee game.
Oh, did he? Okay, I thought he wore it all year.
Yeah. It was after the Tennessee game. He was making plays in that too.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the thing. I think that I would just tell you that I think that he could be a first rounder. He definitely could be, and he could be. I think maybe second. It just kind of depends on what the needs are. I think, but I think that whoever gets him, they're gonna freaking love him. I mean, how could you not?
Oh, he's a leader, man.
Absolutely,
and that's what you want on your team. You at that linebacker position, man. You need a leader. You need a voice. And
right.
you know, whatever team he goes to, they're gonna get that day one right with him. You know.
Oh, bro, yeah. Well, and I mean, he's become such a student of the game. That first year, he struggled a little bit with the, and everybody did. It's tough to learn Brent Venables' defense. You've got to be gap sound and very, very gap sound. And he was making he still led the team in tackles, but he was missing his assignments a lot. And Venables told him, he said, "You're going to be the class clown, or you're going to lead this damn football team." And he, since that day, it's been, lights out.
Booty is back in the portal.
Yep.
New booty.
General Booty. Not major.
Oh, he had a good year this year.
He did have a good year this year.
Okay.
The General. 4-star Booty. I used to have a hat like that. I used to have a hat like that in my merch store for last year. I never did buy one myself though. I should have really.
Hey, let me ask you this. Hold up. Let me ask this right here. I know we're gonna probably go after a quarterback, but what about if you had a kid that say, "Okay, you know what? If something happens to your guy, I want to be your guy." Could Booty have been that guy for us this year? Could he have helped us at all?
Well,
I watched that Joker play, bro. He was not bad. I don't care what nobody say.
Well, he was one of the top recruits out of JUCO whenever he came to Oklahoma. I'm surprised he has any time left. I'll be honest with you. But he lit it up in JUCO at I think he was at
he has to have a COVID year. If he has 2020, then he has a COVID year that he can spin off.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, good for him, man. And I'm glad he had I'm glad he had a good year, man. I'm glad he's, go get it. Go get your money and go have fun. But yeah, Bobby Jerkwood says he's the Baker Mayfield of defense. I love that. With how good we are with defense, a lot of the rest of this year was good for him. And I think it was good for him to come back, and same for, a lot of people don't really realize how really good Billy Bowman was this year. He didn't have the interception numbers that he had last year, and that kind of deal. But I'll tell you what, that guy was a big reason why they weren't running the football on this football team. A huge reason for that. He coming in making plays that
he'll stick his nose in that for real,
bro. That hit he made in the Auburn game down by the goal line when he stopped him on 4th down, and it only was him. Nobody else was going to make that play. And I mean, there's no way it didn't hurt his ass. He got the biggest brunt of that badass running back's leg. Boom, and just stuck his shoulder right on it and took him down. Billy Bowman is a bad dude. A bad dude. Yeah, I mean,
tough as damn nails, bro.
Tough as nails. And Mike talked about him. He said, "Soak it up." He's telling Mike, "Soak it up, man. Everything you can from this kid." What has he talked about? What it's been like to learn from him, and what do they think about?
Yeah, he just he talks about it. He making them young kids get in the film room, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a big difference on watching film, just watching film, learning how to watch film, right? What to look for, things like that, like what are formations, tendencies, what is down and distance, and watching that stuff and interpreting that and using it in the game, right? You could watch film all day.
Sure.
yeah, it's next level stuff, and like if you're getting that in your first year as a freshman, I mean that's huge, dude. That's huge. But yeah, he learned a lot from him, man. Like how to come to practice every day, how to stay locked in, watching film and helping him learn the defense for sure.
Yeah, man, that's one thing that I could say. You talk about like with Isaiah and Sexton. Sexton has been that type of guy with Isaiah, man. Yep. Just, tell him, hey, look, and Michael Tarquin also, bro. Him just being an older guy.
I like Michael Tarquin, man. That dude, he's taking a lot of strays that he probably shouldn't have this year.
Yeah, but man, just his
consistent guy out there.
But just his knowledge of, being in college football as long as he has, man.
Sure.
I mean, he dropped those nuggets on Isaiah, and how you not pick him up? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just telling him, man, look, you got to seize the opportunity. It's like I told him, and not a knock to nobody in the country. Hey, everybody put their cliques on the same way you do, bro.
That's right.
One at a time, same thing. It don't make a damn difference where they come from. You go out there, you go out there, you give it to
in that Alabama game, right? They realized real early on that these guys are beatable. They're not superhuman. They're not just an NFL team. We can handle.
And that's what Eddie. Man, that's crazy. You said that. Me and Eddie talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie was like, he thought it was going to be superhuman or something. He's like, man, what? He's like, man, that's so. The confidence level that those young guys have, man, people just don't understand. They don't give a shit, bro. And what I mean by they don't give a shit, and I'm not trying to glorify this at all, but and this has nothing to do with Isaiah. Has probably almost got kicked out of 3 ball games just for
fighting
to some bitch ass, man, when he needed it.
Mm-hmm.
Those are type kids that you need. He's a quiet, respectable, gentle giant. But if you don't give it everything you got out there, then guess what? That's me and his mom was like, we're gonna get that ass when you get home. I mean, because we going all over the country doing this stuff, trying to help you get better. You bullshitting, man. We don't play that.
Yeah.
We do not play that, man. I told you the story about what his mom did that one game.
You did?
Man, shit. They couldn't. The coach was like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm finna get that ass. We up 35 points. Mom was like, he bullshitting. You bullshitting, bro. We don't play that.
Mm-hmm.
You get your ass out there and you give it 100. I don't give a damn if you playing the Sisters of the Blind. You beat the shit out of them. That's how you have. That's the way you got to go at it, bro.
All Stars,
huh?
The Helen Keller All Stars.
The Helen Keller All Stars.
I love it.
Boy, you crazy. You crazy as hell.
That's so hilarious.
But you're right about it. Man, you go out there until they pull your ass off the field. Man, you beat the shit out of somebody's ass, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about it. I got a coach right now that don't like me because we were up we was up 51 to nothing. No, we was up 51 to 6 on this team. And we had this kid that just kept mouthing off. He's talking shit. And y'all ain't throw nothing on me. Y'all this, that, and that. Man, I said, hey, coach, let's run 92. 92 was a sluggo, bro. They had one high safety. Shit, 65 yards. Boom. Got him. Bro, the damn coach on the other side threw his damn headsets down. We come to meet up at the half. Oh, he cussing. He going off. Y'all, how in the hell y'all gonna throw the ball and y'all up 50 damn points? That's classless. I'm like, yeah. You tell that somebody's right there to shut the fuck up. If he hadn't kept talking, and the coach heard him talking.
Yeah.
And he didn't say, hey, man, you need to pipe down.
Yeah, you're getting smoked anyway. Shut up.
He's sitting there just talking. And he went D1 in baseball, so he was a great athlete.
Yeah.
And he played outside linebacker, but he was just talking. Mm-hmm. Man, when I finally got his ass out there on the damn island, we spread it out. We had to have him. Sent everybody in motion, left his ass out there by himself. Got him. But that's just the type of mentality that these freshmen that we have, that's the mentality that they have, bro. And I love it. I mean, they're taking on the BV mentality, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. And that shit is growing on them. And the fans don't see that. But the people in the inner circle, they see it. And I think we got a good class with this 25. 18, somebody said the other day, well, y'all dropped out of the top 10 in recruiting. Yeah, we had 25 at one time. How many did we drop, Jason? How many kids did we drop?
At least two. Two right off.
I thought it was more than that, bro.
2 receivers for sure.
2 receivers gone right off the bat.
2 receivers and an offensive lineman that did not sign, right?
Mm-hmm. No. The lineman's coming.
Yeah, we had a D lineman earlier.
The D line guy. But you got 3 receivers total. 3 receivers that aren't in it because you lost Cortez. But the other 2, it sounded like I don't know that they pulled the scholarship. They basically told them they needed to go somewhere else because they knew that they were going to have to get guys out of the portal. That was the game. Plan.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, as far as in the portal, Bauer Sharp, Joshua Bates, Ty Kubasek, that's the offensive lineman, Anderson, Petaway, Chapman McCown. And then obviously the running backs, Caleb Hicks, Megwa as well.
Hicks will get picked up, man, by somebody.
Shit, yeah, you will.
Man,
I'm not going to get in. I don't understand what was going on there, but whatever it was, he got in the doghouse and never got his opportunity. But they've got guys. I mean, you look at the guys coming in this year. They've got some dudes, and Torrey Blaylock is a home run waiting to happen. A home run waiting to happen, just like Taylor Tatum. If he can fix his little problem fumbling the ball, Taylor's explosive. And then we know X-Rob. I mean, look at what X-Rob did, man. I don't know that he was ready right away. I know he had to have been ready at some point if he was going to have to burn that red shirt anyway. He should have been damn sure playing in those 2 games that he got touches in. That to me was a fireable offense in and of itself. But I'll just say this: I'd love to see. He is recruiting out of this world, and you know what? Chris Mason kind of set us straight on this the other night last week when we've had a lot of people talking about this. But I'll tell you this: Chris Mason was saying, he goes, look, every one of those guys that have moved on and gone to the league or anything like that, they've all credited DeMarco for helping bring them along. So we can say he's not developing, and we can say that. I don't understand why you don't still have Tawee Walker, why he didn't get more love, all that stuff. Because Tawee went out there and just killed it. I mean, he didn't rush for the same amount of yards, but they're not as good of a football team either.
No, it's not.
But he had 800 yards and 10 touchdowns. And that was only in a part of a season. He missed like 2 or 3 games. So shout out to Tawee, man. He had a great year. But again, the talent's there. The talent's there, and if you can use this thing correctly, and if Arbuckle can kind of bring this I think this offensive staff needs to be brought together. He needs to show some leadership here. He's a young kid, but I'll say this: it seems that everybody he's worked with. They all like him. And hell, you got the best offensive line coach in the world.
My boy, Big Bill.
You've got one of the best receiving coaches in the world. There's no reason why you can't get this done. You're a good quarterback coach. Hey, look, I think they're going to be okay, man. I loved it that they went and got that Jet kid and stole him away from it. That was the perfect thing for you to do your first day on the job, Ben Arbuckle, is steal that kid away. And that kid can spin it a little bit.
Yeah, I watched him, man.
He can spin it a little bit, man. He's a little skinny, but he can rip.
Yeah. You mean. So let me ask you this, and I haven't looked at the depth chart at Washington State. Were his receivers, were most of them seniors? Most of those guys was, most of them leaving. That was
at one going to portal.
Which one is it?
I don't know. I don't remember his name.
Okay.
Who was it? Say again. What were you talking about?
Washington State receiver.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it wasn't it wasn't the main guy. He was out of eligibility.
Yes, I saw
he's
him.
A stud, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, and Chrissy, bro, you just being a hater, man. You're talking all this stuff about Alabama, bro. They still have the most talent in the country, and Kalen DeBoer has lost 15 games in 10 seasons as a head coach. 15. We're gonna sleep on them. Come on, man. Be real.
Man, here's the thing with Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama and OU got some of the same type fans, bro. And
they do.
They're going to complain and they're going to do this, but they're going to show up too. They're going to show up on Saturdays. You just think about all the complaining and everything you see, but when OU beat Bama, she couldn't get on the damn field, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, man, that was, man, I we had some going on, family stuff going on, so we couldn't be there, man. But watching it on TV, man, it was super crazy.
Right.
Isaiah trying to call us, he got people jumping on his back and all kind of stuff, man. So, and it was super crazy.
What was that?
Man.
What was that like for those kids, man? I hadn't got to hear you guys tell us. Yeah, and told us like what did they say about that experience for them?
Isaiah said that that he looked up on Snapchat and it was like, his name, like he like, how in the heck these people find me? One girl jumped up on him, man, and hugged him and said she found the love of her life and all this kind of stuff, man. He was like,
that's hilarious.
Hey, it was crazy, man. His Snapchat went completely off. And look, dude, he didn't even play.
That's freaking awesome.
But it's one of those things, man, that that's why I love the fan base. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
You know what?
I love the fan base because they will get in your shit,
but they'll love on
they will them support you too.
Though.
Huh?
Absolutely. They will love on you too.
Yeah, they will love on you, but they will get in your shit in a heartbeat.
The passion is, I mean, here's the thing: is as passionate as they are about dogging people, they're as passionate about loving you too, and they will jump on your neck if you go after an Oklahoma kid, coach, whoever. Oh, Sooners take care of Sooners. Period.
Man, I'm just talking about being Mike. I don't. Me being in Norman, from us coming to the games and having to move Isaiah and just different things, man.
Mm-hmm.
We have only experienced nothing but positive stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how we. I mean, from restaurants to everywhere, man. It's just been super positive.
Right. Well,
who was that? What was that in the chat right there? They said something.
He was asking. He said, "I know our crown jewel was Michael Fasusi, but what were your thoughts on Owen Hollenbeck?"
I like Owen a lot.
I like that Afalava too, though.
See, I like all of them, man. I think I like them all, bro. They seem to be nasty, and one thing that I do know, man, from just talking to Big Bill, a lot of people has penciled the guy in, and he's a super talent. But man, just having it, like Spencer Brown was talking to Isaiah, he was like, the biggest thing coming to OU is learning to do it the right way. And he struggled with that because a lot of things that he didn't know, and it might be like, man, this guy is not this, not that. He was struggling learning how to do it the Bill Beatonbow way, man. Stepping with this foot, this hand placement. And he was struggling trying to do this and think at the same time while a guy trying to go around you. And you're like, damn, I missed him because there's a lot of other stuff going on that people don't know. And he said that was his biggest thing, is learning how to do it Big Bill's way. And once he learned, that started coming to him, you look at the last couple games of the season, man, he looked like a totally different guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing I can tell you from going from high school to college, and especially going to Big Bill, man, that learning curve is going.
None of the guys in these three classes, like, you got the last 3 cycles where they've really gotten heavy with their offensive linemen, and really the ones that are kind of starting to get their opportunities was this year. They were the 22 guys.
Mm-hmm.
23,
yeah, man, it's
23 guys and 23 guys.
It's a different deal, man, than just your athletic ability when it comes to the O-line. I know every position is
Spencer Brown. They didn't want him on the field until the last 4 weeks of the season.
Right.
And he was so different.
But dude,
different, right?
And I'm gonna say this, man. And I know from talking to Isaiah that he just it wasn't his ability. He had to learn how to do things Bill's way.
Sure. Well,
but people don't understand it. They don't look at it like that.
Facts. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
who the hell knows how to freaking teach an offensive lineman unless you know what I mean?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Isaiah, man, look, we drove all the way to Atlanta, and his coach over there is a great coach, man. He has a couple guys in the league. But guess what? Bill is the GOAT. So with all the stuff that we did with Isaiah, and he still was behind. And we did a lot when it came to training.
Right.
But the thing about Isaiah, he was able to pick up on some of it because of his football IQ. That's something a lot of people don't understand. Guys, when you go into these programs like Oklahoma, your football IQ means a lot. They can't put you out there if you don't understand the system and don't know to do it his way.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and they were forced into action a little bit this year, which probably wasn't a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
Some of these kids were forced into action.
I would have liked to see Spencer Brown 3 years up on the Bill.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be talking about a different person right now.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. He's a big kid, bro.
He's a big ass kid, no doubt.
And he said that. He said, man, if I could have got up on the Coach Bill for 3 years, man, my ceiling is no telling where he could be.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's the luxury of being with Coach B, man. It's like those guys see Coach B coming, bro. They could be sitting around talking.
Yeah, that's where I
because they got that level, man. It just, Coach B is different from like everybody. And I heard defensive backs say this, like, man, they tell Isaiah them, man, I don't know how y'all do it, bro. But they love him though, bro.
He wears that ass out for sure.
Yeah, he wears that ass out. But you know what? He loves on them too. A lot of people don't see that, but he does it. I've seen Isaiah call me. He's like, man, all of us, we got our asses chewed the hell out. And kicked out of a meeting or something like that. And then Coach B come in the next day. Oh, guys, it wasn't as bad as I thought. We did a pretty good job. You did a good job here, did a good job there. But that's his tactics. And that's the way he do it, man. And that shit has worked for him, bro. If you can't take coaching and you can't take somebody putting their foot in your side and your ass sideways, don't come here to play offensive line.
Yep. Facts. Because if you come here and you take it, and you can handle it,
right,
you'll get paid. You're gonna go get paid.
If you come in here with this little attitude, like I'm this person and this, that, and other, and you can't talk to me, and we can't do this, you can't take the coaching, man, you better take your ass on. And I'm giving you real facts. You got to take the coaching, bro.
Savion Byrd was kind of that way last year. It was tough on him, and he finally left. He went to SMU and stuff, you know.
But here's the deal.
I don't think he really played much there, though.
I don't know if he played it. I don't think he played much either. You know, but the thing about it is, you got to take the coaching.
You do.
Everything else is going to come, man.
Well, and I think, and I would go to Mike real quick too. Is it feels like it's the same way on the other side, that there's an expectation level all the time, no matter what. And you know, Coach Venables, we know how rough he is on people, but it's like they're pushing. You got to do it this way, and it's going to be the right way. And it turns into a team-led thing, I think, more than anything else. But the expectations are high, and I don't think that on that side of the ball, you haven't seen that in a long time, where the expectations are that elite high for you to. You got to do things perfectly.
It's real. It's real, man.
On the side of the ball, I know that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real deal, man. It's there's a lot of intricacies, man, and changing in coverages, and you know, they motion here, you got to do this, and they can have that shit, bro. I'm glad I was on the line. I don't see how these kids learn it, dude. I ain't gonna lie, man. They got to. It's that's why it takes a year or two. You know what I mean? Because you got to get used to seeing that, and man, it's a lot. You know, it's a lot. It's crazy, man. But you know, that's what it takes to be a elite defense these days. You know what I mean? You can't just line up. You can't line up in your base stuff and get after people's ass anymore. You know what I mean?
You gotta disguise everything, and you've got to you got to know where it's gonna be, and you got to have read the play. But now it's like you were talking about with the whole film study stuff. I don't think that there's not a ton of people that understand how to even watch film at all, right? Yeah. Much less to be able to, you know, to learn and go, you know, and do what you to be able to dissect what's about to happen before it happens, you know.
Well, I could tell you this, man. In working with the U.S. Army Bowl, I'm doing the academies for them, and that's one thing that we brought up the other day is, so we take them in the classroom and, you know, teach them, you know, different things that they done wrong on the film, because we get a chance to film it. But we also talked about teaching kids how to watch film. Yeah. And I think, you know, we're teaching them everything else, bro, at an early age. Why not start doing this? You know, that's because they can get better. You know, if you teach them how you can't just look at film. You need to learn how to watch film. Right. You know, and that's one thing that I'm trying to implement right now in our program, you know, teaching them how to watch film. So film is very important. And I know at Oklahoma, man, it's super important. Nice. I can tell how many times you open up that deal and watch that film, bro. That's one thing. Mike, you know that. they can tell who's watching film, bro.
Well, that's, I mean, when I can just remember back to high school and the way that our offense was, we watched so much film. And so I learned it at that point, but I can only imagine what it's like at the next level like that.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, everybody has at the college level, everybody got a film story, a horror film story.
Right, yeah.
and I never forget, man. We were playing Southern, and I don't know if it was Aeneas Williams or who it was, man. But anyway, so I seen the strong safety creeping up, and I'm like, I get this guy, so I know what the play is. They running right off me and Robert Gaddy with my man, where he is right here. No, y'all can see that. That's him.
You don't. I can't see it. Oh yeah, Steve McNair.
Steve McNair.
So that guy.
So I'm like, man, they running right off me and Gaddy. I'm seeing that. I'm watching this guy creep over. So man, I just let I said I'm supposed to block the end. So I stab him, and I see this guy coming, bro. And so I just pushed off him, and I threw my body, man, just over there. Man, this dude nailed me. He nailed the shit out of me. But it was enough where Matt could just jump over and, get in the end zone. And so we were sitting in the film room, man, and it came down to that play, man. This dude nailed the shit out of me now. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But, it was kind of like that. You remember last year when Walter Rouse blocked one guy and I was trying to do that. And I got it. I mean, it was a comp. It just didn't look that good. Yeah. So, look, we in the film room, man. We watching it. This is the old film. He's like, damn, Dent, what you do, man? He said, man, he knocked the hell out of you. He said, hold on, I'm going to give you a second chance. Let me run it back, see if you do anything different. No, he knocked the hell out of you again. He kept running it back. Damn, I was like, man, look, everybody in the whole film room, everybody in there laughing their ass off, man, because here's the deal. You've been in a college film room, you get a little sleepy sometimes. Do you not, Mike? So everybody was kind of sleepy, man. So I guess he used my ass to wake everybody up, bro. So I was like, man, damn, you had to do me like that. But yeah, it was a great play, but I got my ass tore up though. That's for sure.
I ain't even gonna speak on mine. I ain't got enough time, man. I don't even want to do that. But shit, I gotta get out of here, boys. I got some stuff I gotta do. I got some errands to run.
You too.
Get a little food in my guts. So appreciate y'all, boys, man. This is a good one.
This was a good one, man. It's we've been talking about it all day, and I appreciate you guys always coming in and chopping it up with us and talking ball. Man, I know that the crew loves it. It's great to get insight from you guys, both of you being college players, sons that are players and stuff like that, but you're just better people, man, to be honest with you. So I just love having you guys in here, man. It's awesome.
Man, one love, bro. One love.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, thanks for coming in, Big Mike.
Yeah,
and
appreciate y'all.
We'll catch you here on the next one. Make sure you guys get over there and check him out on Twitter. He's a fun follow on Twitter. Get him Mike Bog 80, Mike BOG 80 on Twitter. Make sure you guys go over there and check him out.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day.
All right, Mike. We'll holler at you, bro.
All right. And then there were two. So we're going to get out of here as well. Guys, appreciate you guys coming in and everybody checking us out and obviously interacting with us as well. Hey, man, I think I understand everybody, we want to see winners. Everybody does. Nobody wants it as much as these guys that are on the team and their families and those coaches in there as well. Certainly it's a lot more fun for me if Oklahoma's winning as well. But make sure you guys get over and check out. Actually, I got that streaming there. That way I can just show it to y'all. Marcus Dent is the host of Gridiron Insight on YouTube. Make sure you guys get over there and check out the Gridiron Insight, man. His show is great.
No, we're going in this week, bro. Since this recruiting is out, and we're gonna go in this week, man. I appreciate you guys, man. We've had a couple guys come over from some of your listen, so I appreciate that.
Man, listen, man, I enjoy it, man. I enjoy watching it. So it's been. You guys always seem to talk about some good stuff. And then, I love what you guys are doing as far as like breaking it down and helping these kids get recruited. And,
oh, yeah.
I love it that we've got I'll get a hold of you here in just a little bit about that other deal, but excited about the opportunities that some of these guys are having. And Legend invited you to, obviously Big Mike will be on with Legend this afternoon they do Mike and Mike on Monday.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to be able, I got to go. The wife got a basketball game today, so I got to get out of here and go. They on the road, so I got to go down there with her. So,
Legend, you can send me one. I'm not sure I'll make it on or not either because I got some stuff I got to get done this afternoon. But if I get back in a little while, I'll definitely jump on with you. You guys are going at 3 like normal. But yeah, definitely, man. Love watching your show though, and still looking forward to jumping on there with you. But you and my
man, look, we gotta make that happen. Like around, man, Wednesday. Let's just say
all right,
Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. We got to make that happen, bro.
Okay, we can do that. Let's do
that.
it.
We got to make that happen.
I'm in.
All right, brother. I'm finna get out of here, man.
Appreciate you, man. It's always good to see you, man. Thanks.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right, later. Marcus Dent, Gridiron Insight, father of Isaiah Autry Dent, and always one of our co-hosts. We appreciate him a lot. Appreciate all you guys too. Sooner Legend, Mars Jams, all you guys that have been here today. You know, hey man, I nothing but love for all you guys. Jenna, appreciate it. Bob, Stephen G, Greg Gray, all the info you guys have been pumping across here. Let's see, what do we got? OU has now 10 portal exits. 10 portal exits now, more to come. Who else is left? Who else is off today? Let's do one more check-in on that. And then damn it. Thought I had it right here. I don't know what happened. Okay. See what Bauer. Well, did you guys see that Elijah Thomas won that Oklahoma Gatorade Player of the Year honor? Baller. Let's see. Where the hell is it? There we go. All right. Hicks, Jaden Rowe, Chapman McCown, Bauer Sharp, Joshua Bates. They're just showing those guys so far. There's something added on like Twitter or something, Stephen G? Rowe's in there. I saw Rowe in there. That sucks. That sucks. But guys, that just kind of shows you that, you know, how deep that room is though, for him to split like that. Probably feels like he's going to get an opportunity somewhere else quicker. Can't necessarily blame him. But I hate to see it, man. But yeah, ET is a dude, right, Jimmy? Ooh, good grief. What did you say? I wanted to know what 3 wide receivers Jason wanted from the portal. I'll tell you that. The ones we were just looking at. That kid from the kid from Miami of Ohio, 6'4", big old boy, speed. He looked really good. Love the kid from Georgia Tech. And then look, man, I want Giovanni Gibson. I'll take him all day. I hope that they've offered all 3 of them. I said, let's go get them. I think if you get those 3 guys, you're in great shape. You know, I think obviously they got to offer some other kids too as well. But I think that, you know, again, you guys shout out Giovanni Gibson, man. Go hit him up on Twitter and let him know y'all love him and want to see him be a Sooner, man, because that guy is a baller. All 3 of them, really, to be honest with you. You know, we can be rough on everybody, on these kids. You know, just don't hit them in the DMs. I'm not telling you guys to DM these kids. Just, you know, tweet at them, tell them you like them. So yeah, any offensive lineman that I want. You know, I'm hearing there's a couple of guys that you might be able to get. Who was that kid? Isn't there a kid from, was it Texas A&M that was in there? But I'm not too sure. Concepcion would be another one. Yes. One of the Kentucky wide receivers. Ooh, I like that kid too as well, Jenna. Yeah. Rowe didn't surprise me at all. Not a big surprise. Yeah, I could kind of see that just because of the fact that there's just so many in front of him, right? That kid from Georgia Tech has some wheels, and he's got some hands too, Jimmy. Whew. He's making some grabs. I like him. Listen, I think there's a lot of guys that are out there. I mean, we haven't even talked about there's, you know, Micah Hudson's of the world and those guys. Now, obviously, Micah Hudson, he didn't have a whole lot of production last year, but we know there was a reason he was a 5-star, man. If you watched his film at all, he is that guy. I don't know what happened over there. What was the deal? Apparently, somebody was saying that it might have been about not knowing the playbook, which I find very hard to believe. Not necessarily hard to believe, but I can't believe that you would like go in there and not be prepared, right? It's just wild to me. Yeah, Cam from Texas A&M. Do you think we're going to make a big splash recruit in the transfer portal this year? I think so. I do. I think the guys we're talking about are big splash recruits. I really do. So I think that if you go out there, you got to get guys that are going to contribute right now, right away. If you can do that, it's going to be big. And I think the biggest splash, I think the fact that you got this offensive coordinator that seems to really blend in with this football team. And, look, man, I think the idea of having these two coordinators that are that young, but they're high energy guys. I love it. Yeah. Shout out to the basketball team. Go Oklahoma. They're now number 17 in the country. Excited about what they got going on. We should definitely be out there and, supporting that basketball team, man. They need all the help they can get inside that Noble Center, because I know a lot of people don't go, but I hope that we will. But yeah, let's see them finish strong and get that done. Man, there's another coach, another Oklahoma coach that's kind of under fire a little bit. Offensive line wise, like Mike Williams, Julian Armella, OSU's Miles Walker, and Mississippi State's Amari Smith. Yeah, I think if you get you might end up with one or two of those guys. I don't know that they're going to go real crazy in the portal anymore because they just don't really have to. What about Haas from Wu Pig? I'd love to have him. Would love to have that guy, man. He's a hell of a player. He hadn't really gotten a lot of love, though, this last couple of years. I'm glad to see him in the portal. I think that they got to make a move there. It'd be good to get that guy. Now, that other guy from who's that? What's that kid's name from Miami of Ohio? 90 catches this year. 90. That's a big dude. Right? But it is a win now. It's time to win. It's time to win. And I think they're, look, 3 years is plenty of time, and into that fourth year, you kind of have to hit the ground running. I agree with you there. I like Boston. Yeah, 6'7". He had 90 catches, bro. 90 catches. It's insanity. Yeah. So that's where I feel like we are, guys. I appreciate everybody coming in. We'll be back in here tomorrow night on. And you know what? I'm working on a schedule of how I'm going to do this. We're going to start doing some nighttime shows as well, late night shows. That actually did a lot. I did a lot of views with that, and talk a little bit more about. Can talk a little bit more about national college football, which I enjoy doing. So, would I want to let Mensa? I would like Mensa. I like Mensa a lot. Yeah, and I think Arbuckle, with Mateer, he'd be a good guy to add as well. Whoever it is going to have to compete with Michael Hawkins. But I don't know, man. It sounds like he entered the portal, which is kind of, it sounds like, with Summerall it seems like they're going to keep Craddock as well. So kind of surprised that he's in, but not necessarily. I mean, you get an opportunity like that. There's a lot of money being offered to him, I'm sure, around the country. So I like that kid, man. I think he's one of the good ones. There's also the quarterback out of Boston College as well. He's really good. Will I ever have Onikuno on? We've worked together a couple times. Yeah. We should get together. Actually, I hadn't really talked to him lately that much, but I'd absolutely love to have him. I like Onikuno. He's cool. He's cool. We can do some. When we're gonna have a shit talking show, we'll definitely bring Onikuno on. He's fun. He's fun. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, it would be, but I think here. Listen, man. Iron sharpens iron. And Mensa was really good. So he has some experience as a freshman, you know what I mean? He went from third string to he was definitely he was a guy. So I liked watching. I like Mensa too. If Mateer hasn't made a promise to come to Norman by now, we got to just take our chances with Mensa, otherwise roll with Hawkins. I think you got to bring somebody in to compete for the job. You need somebody with some experience, I think. So I think they need to do that no matter what. Whoever that may be, there's guys out there. Like I said, the guy from Boston College is really good too. I forget his name, but it's K. Chris really likes him too. But he looked pretty good. Yeah, but then he also added some. Yeah, he's pretty good, man. He's been a good player all year. Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks a lot for coming in. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern. That's 7:30 Central, right here on Hall of Fame College Football. And then we'll be back for Rise and Shine the next morning there on Wednesday morning. That's 10:15 Eastern, 9:15 Central. So appreciate everybody coming in. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. We'll see you on the next one.